That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, everybody. Welcome Arvanauts, to the amazing, the awesome, the incredible Dragonbane. It is a Tuesday. It is April 28th, the final Tuesday of 2026 in April, believe it or not. Hard to believe, but we're almost through April. I can't believe it. It feels like I was literally just yesterday making jokes about not saying Happy New Year anymore, and that was like months ago, and now we're like, closing in on, mid-spring, so unbelievable. But anyway, welcome everybody, and welcome to day 6 of Dragonbane, The Secret of the Dragon Emperor, an episode we're calling Wight Where We Belong. I can't imagine why we would call it that. Before we go any further, though, just a couple of reminders. Big day of streaming today, and I'll talk about it in just a second. If you haven't done so already, please follow us on the channel here. Please do subscribe. I'll talk about subscriptions in a minute. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, which is available to you. Please join us. Subscribe over there. It's free for you to do that, but it really helps us out. Discord is !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. I was just checking out the music channel today over on Discord, and there's so many good things that people have shared, so much good music, so many good videos, and that's just one channel of many with this community. So please join us for the memes, the music, and the community over there. And of course, Blue Sky, !ArvSky, the microblogging platform of choice for me at the moment. Website for this, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop, that's the merchandise area. You can get cool swag for yourself and cool stuff from the channel and stuff that supports the channel at the same time. We'll be expanding that with a couple more additions pretty soon. Also, the Patreon, !ArvTreon. You can get inspirations to help our tabletop players and a number of other cool things for you and for the channel. We're going to be making some updates in that too, although it's going to be a little while because I'm still way overwhelmed with work, but we're getting there. So I will be making some changes in the not too distant future to that and updating it a bit. Subbing to the channel gives you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, so that really helps as well. And on the publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts, Library, Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and Grayshade. That's my Grayshade TTRPG. Well, it's several things. First of all, it's my Grayshade IP, Grayshade Renegade and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts. You can also get the audiobooks of Grayshade Renegade and Heretic from our very own Trent Sparks, about whom more in a moment. And you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Grayshade coming from Alligator Alley Entertainment soon, designed by our very own Brandon Bryan, the Rising Tides Hugo nominee. Thank you very much, Brandon O'Brien. And on last but certainly not least, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send a message we will do so for others in that situation in the future. Also want to send love and support to the people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, that continue to fight against federal occupation. I look forward to the point where I don't have to bring this one up separately anymore, and we can just go on to the general battle against fascism. But at the moment, that is one of the focal points here. So continued love and care and thoughts to all the people who are inspiring us every day with the resistance against tyranny, and that are winning, by the way, that fight over time. So just let me get rid of this and let me turn on this. Let me just quickly say that we have got a big day of streaming tonight. Today. We have got Dragonbane going on right now. Then I will be over on GOG.com's Twitch channel at 4 p.m. Eastern for Pen and Pixels, continuing more of Evoland 2, excuse me, as we move into the final stages of that campaign. And then tonight I will be back here at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Arvocalists playing more Citizen Sleeper 2. And this is really important. Spread the word about this. A huge announcement from myself and Zach Clay tonight. Zach Clay and I tonight will be making a big announcement. It is related to events that happen in the world. It is related to groups that we are connected with in the world, and I am very excited about it. So you will definitely want to be here for that announcement coming tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, with the Arvocalist before we continue with Citizen Sleeper 2. So very excited for that. But right now, the time has come for us to hang out with the amazing people of Dragonbane. And so I'm going to unmute myself and apologize to anyone that I interrupted because I couldn't hear them. And then I'm going to unmute them. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to head over to reveal to you the full crew. They have returned. They are all here. They are ready to go. Don't adjust your television sets. That thing you see on the screen is not at all Chuff being in one place while everyone else is in another. That's totally not. That's just a trick of the light. I'm sure it's an optical illusion. I'm sure that it's not actually Chuff facing down a terrifying.
That's how we resist Z fighting, like in video games, where
right. Totally, yeah. That's the idea. This is the isometric RPG in tabletop form. That's all this is. Yep. Anyway, it's a great pleasure to have all these lovely folks with us. And let me start with the person on the top. Crocs, it's good to see you. How's everything going with you in your neck of the woods? And who are you playing today?
Well, hello. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, my end of the woods. It's slowly getting warmer. Finally, the cold season seems to be coming to an end. Fingers crossed.
Finally,
finally took it long enough there.
Oh, jeez.
And I'll be playing today as Torio, our elven enthusiast for clubs and maces, I guess.
Our club enthusiast, who currently is sitting at 4 out of 12 hit points because got clubbed around a bit as well, but we'll talk about that when we do the recap. But always a pleasure to have Crocs with us. Also a pleasure to have Tari Tunes with us. And I made a terrible mistake today, chat. When I sent out the Blue Sky post, I did not put the awesome splash screen, which Tari made specifically for our group. It's a terrible error, and I apologize unreservedly to all for having done that. So you just have to know that there's an awesome splash screen. I did use it last week. I just didn't use it this week, and my bad. But Tari's awesome, and Tari is back with us. So how are you doing, Tari? How's life in the universe with you, and who are you playing today?
Well, first of all, thank you. And also, yeah, I'm doing good. Weather is better. Lots of sunshine the past days.
Better.
Had a lovely weekend, and also, happy birthday to the late and great Terry Pratchett.
Yes.
Who we all miss very dearly.
I saw Rhianna Pratchett's post, because she always posts on his birthday today. So
yeah. It's like
could use that guy.
Writer of a generation, several generations.
I couldn't agree more.
Singular. Completely singular. I'm playing Hatea the Terrible, who is a duck mage, and definitely not evil. No.
No, I mean, why? No. Terrible as in spectacularly,
Yes.
Something is terribly delicious.
Yeah, right.
Wait. Do not eat her.
Terribly fragile, that kind of thing, like sort of like that sort of method. Anyway, I'm very excited to see what Ahate gets up to today, and we'll see whether or not we can continue our streak. I was starting to feel like the guy who has been playing, his streak just ended yesterday. This guy won 31 days of Jeopardy in a row. And then just lost apparently last night or something. And so I was starting to think about whether we will actually get through every campaign session with Ahatea having fallen to her weakness of being arrogant and annoying to people. So far, it's been 5 for 5. So let's see if we can get the 6th day for Ahatea. Always a pleasure, though, to have Tari with us. Also a pleasure to have one Mr. Tren Sparks with us. Good to see you, Tren. How's everything in, as we always say, your neck of the woods, and whom... Or I guess I should say, what wolf are you playing today? Let's specify.
It always seems to be the question.
Exactly.
Thing about being a furry who's a wolf, who started out as one kind of wolf, who was kind of, because I was like 20 when I designed him. So he's like really unnecessarily complicated and just edgy and just horrible. And so when I was probably 35, my boyfriend at the time and I sat down and made a new persona for me, which was a wolf, but he's just a timber wolf. It's just like a normal, plain old everyday wolf. He doesn't have tentacles in his mouth or anything, whatever.
Boring.
Well, that's why I keep the other one in,
storage.
Anyway, just in case, yes, he's in cold storage.
Okay.
Which is especially fitting because his body temperature is like 300 degrees centigrade. Anyway, a
lot going on there.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on that jerk. Anyway, so like I said, I was an edgy 20 something at the time. So I am playing Chuff the wolf, who is a wolf, but he's also a hunter. So he's very, very good at bushcraft and bows, because he seems to keep getting better
That's
at
true.
bows every time we do a thing, which is a surefire way that I have now guaranteed that he won't do that this session. But yeah, he is currently standing in a pit with his friends all up there above him, getting ready to stone him for being a witch or something like that, I think.
Pretty much. I have to. If you just wait long enough, you'll become sort of Legolas style good at just melee bow attacks and all these things, and
sliding on a shield.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Just bring a massive bring an Oliphant down into the room and then just slide off its trunk.
Easy. Just put it in your pocket. Yep.
Yeah,
easy.
It'll be easy. Always a pleasure to have Tren with us. And I should mention, by the way, just a quick note to everybody again, if you have not done so, please may I recommend getting the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade Heretic, which Tren did all of, because we just released in the last couple of months the Heretic, the last one, audiobook, and Tren again hit that one out of the park. So you should check out Tren's work because he's awesome. Anyway, good to see you, Tren. Excited to see what Chuff gets up to. And last but certainly not least, it is a pleasure to have Undeveloped Bruce back with us. I think that Ahatea, or I should say Tari, managed Ahatea's minion, Frogor, admirably. But somehow we can just never replace the specific, although everyone was trying to. There were several times where people were trying to do the Frogor accent, the Frogor voice. This is what Frogor would do. So they were trying, but nothing replaces the genuine article completely. So welcome back, Bruce. How are you doing? How's everything with you? And whom are you playing today?
Yeah, thank you. I'm not even sure that I can do the Frogor voice.
Wait, what? I'm done with this crap.
I swear it's different every week. You just don't notice. So yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I was just saying earlier that I collect food from supermarkets to take it to a food bank. The supermarkets know I'm doing it. But today I went to a supermarket I hadn't collected from before, and when they brought out the cage, it said on a little sheet, "Humans only," and I felt so discriminated against, Wow. And I was like, wait, I'm not a frog yet. I mean, I'm not a mallard yet. So yes, I am playing the wonderful little knight Frogor, whose one mission in life is to serve Ahatea. And his current mission here is to take down this knight that didn't do as he's supposed to do as a knight and serve only a master and not take any treasures of his own, etc. And this guy was just the most ridiculous knight because he didn't even serve and obey, and that's basically the whole thing about being a knight. So yeah, we got to take down some knights today.
Absolutely. Did not even do any of those things. And so it's time to finish up where we started by eliminating that thing. And let's fire up some music while we talk about last session. Why is that doing that? That's strange. Hang on a second. Oh, no. Okay. So
do that.
Nobody panic. Nobody panic.
Do that.
Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay. So it's actually fine. I just need to reload something quickly. So I have talked
Remember what happened last week when you hit reload on something?
Yeah, I sure do. Trust me, I do. Fortunately, this time I have the actual right one captured. So,
good.
But the deal is that Roll20 does not like when you try to run two different instances at the same time of something, especially when one of them is a DM doing something and one of them is a player doing something. And I would appreciate that more. Okay, good. We're all back. I would appreciate that more were it not for the fact that a lot of people stream these things, like stream them, like for a live audience. There's this amazing new technology that allows you to do these things. And so that's kind of annoying. But we have successfully been able to get this back going. And where's the music? Where's the music? There we go.
Would
Outstanding.
it work better if you use 2 separate
Got
browsers?
the music. I thought about that. The problem is then I would have to use like I like Firefox a lot, and then I would have to use Chrome, which ugh.
There are other browsers
No, I
than just
know, I
Firefox.
know, I
and
know. I could use Edge. That's true. Or I could use Safari. Anyway,
There
I
are
could,
more.
I know there's more. I know. I may have to do that eventually, but it's just it used to be so much easier, and then they made it not easy. Anyway, but we're back.
Back
So
in my
our
day.
back in my day, by which I mean 6 months ago. Anyway, but in our last session, the members of this elite operative crew, by which I mean a group of people that found each other, a group of creatures that found each other outside, they have gone to a burial mound popularly known in Outskirt as Ritter Mound, because in Ritter Mound there is supposedly the possibility of finding a piece of the Dragon Emperor's statuette. They're trying to do this because they've been told by their contact in Outskirt that trying to gather those pieces together will make it possible for them to A, battle against the dragons and demons which always threaten the land, and B, will allow them to gain some kind of great magical power. That's what made Hatea perk right up. And C, would have the impact of possibly stabilizing the Misty Valley and making it so people could once again feel safe and comfortable. And so the party put all that together for different reasons, loot or lore or saving people, and decided that they would join forces and go find these pieces if they can. And one of their leads was this burial mound where, as previously mentioned by Bruce, or by Frogor in this case, a knight did terrible things and betrayed its master and, held on to its treasure, and so now haunts those halls. Now, it could have been, just a silly nonsensical, this is a story. And so the party decided to find out for themselves. They went to the Ritter Mound. They descended a rope. They lowered a rope into this main sort of burial chamber. They beat the hell out of some bats, left the chamber, went towards a hallway. And this, I kid you not, those of you who missed this last time, this is literally what happened. They looked right and saw a bunch of bugs in the hallway, looked left, saw a bunch of bugs in the hallway, sent Chickgore to eat some of those bugs, while Toriel literally bashed the closed, locked portcullis in front of him because none of them wanted to go down the bug hallways. I just want you all to know what was motivating the party in the process. There was no like, wait, maybe everyone was like, no, that clearly we can't go down the hallway with bugs. We're just going to beat the hell out of this portcullis. And they did manage to break through the portcullis, whereupon a terrible Wight came forth, having been somehow summoned, somehow figured out that they were there. I can't imagine why he would have figured they were there with any. I can't imagine why. And came forward and battled them. The party was ready and willing. The Wight was a little powerful, though, and knocked Toriel back against the wall, I think 6 meters or something, and damaged...
With a sweep of the hand.
Yeah, with a sweep of the hand. Literally like, Fellowship of the Ring film, Sauron in the prologue type of thing, right? Like just bashed him away. So Toriel is sitting at 4 out of 12 hit points. Ahatea is sitting at 15, and you might ask why. Because Ahatea did a couple of fireballs and then booked it the hell out of the place up the rope. As did Frogor. Now, this was kind of funny because I think it was Frogor that this happened to. Frogor has 7 out of 9 hit points. I believe what it was is that Frogor started to go up there, or maybe it was Toriel? Who got the critical success last time? Who got the dragon? I think it might have been... Wait, I'll find it.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, it was you?
That was
Okay,
me
right.
Trying to climb up the rope.
Toriel was trying to climb the rope, couldn't climb the rope, then got a critical success on climbing the rope. So the classic cartoon, and then like scrambled up the rope. And
you could say I had good motivation for that.
Yes, followed by Frogor. So everybody was able to make it up the rope except for Chuff. And Chuff is sadly still down there facing the creature. There is some good news, however, which is that the party collected a bunch of rocks and boulders. And so Toriel and Ahatea and Frogor are now above the hole, literally dumping boulders and rocks down upon the creature. They have damaged the creature, but it is not destroyed yet. They did notice that there was some apparent resistance to normal weapons. It was not resistant to fire, however, but Ahate has also blown all her fireballs because that was what happened against this thing. And so they are now, as I bring things back to the party, I believe that we hadn't had yet. I don't remember, Chuff, if you went. Had you gone last time?
Not yet. We were holding for the evade, which I rolled a dragon.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. So we were holding.
Which we had determined was everybody throwing the stuff down.
Okay. So we still have you to go. And then we'll move on to the rest of the initiative round, and we'll see what else happens. Yes, Tari, what's up?
Bruce needs to do the.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Character rundown thing.
That is correct.
What's that called?
The
leveling up.
The leveling up.
No, it's technically leveling up, right? I mean, there are no levels.
Well, it's gaining experience for things. I guess. Bruce, one of Frogor's, I think it was only one, but correct me if I'm wrong, Tari. But I think there was one thing that got marked because of getting either a dragon or a demon. I don't remember already. You might be able to see it on your sheet. But if not, I think we decided that you would have one or two things.
Wasn't it the angry condition? That was
I
already
already
marked.
The angry condition.
Well,
I can
angry
see
was
that
marked.
I have angry.
Yeah, well, but I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about the experience stuff being marked, like
Yeah.
skill boosts or whatever.
No.
Okay, so then, all right, so then, yeah, we did this for Tren last week, and so, last week, catching up for when Tren couldn't be here the month before because of the internet. So we need to do the same thing for you, and then we will get into it. Thank you for the reminder, Tari. So let's see. So this one's pretty easy. Bruce, did you participate in the session last week?
No.
That would be no. For the first time, someone did not actually. Okay, so you didn't get that. You did not explore a new location because it's the same location. You did not defeat one or more dangerous adversaries yet. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? I don't think so, right? So then, I guess.
Wait, because we did defeat bats.
But that was the week. That was the week before, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
the
Yes.
session before.
Sorry.
And then, did you give into your weakness? And I don't think so. Well, wait a minute though, because at the beginning of the session, you were putting together all the Batritos.
No, I hadn't started that.
Oh, I thought you had. Okay. Well, then.
No.
I guess
They're all laying all over the floor down there, which is the great.
I've got 10 large Batritos in my inventory right now. So I must have done something.
Yeah, but that would have been the session before that.
Nice, yeah.
probably that's right. So I guess actually that may mean that we don't have an advancement mark here. Because I don't.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, I think that's the case. Because as long as there were no demons or dragons rolled for Frogor, and I don't think we had any.
No, there was only one check that was to get up the rope.
Yeah. So sorry, Bruce. Nothing for Frogor last time.
Unless you want to count Chickor killing a bunch of bugs.
I don't know. Dangerous
Chickor
adversaries.
Chickor is his own guy. You know, his everything he does is in service of Ahatea, just like everything Frogor does. So Frogor cannot take any credit for anything.
Any benefit from Chickor? I was going to say Chickor, like, you know, I had this image of Chickor overcoming obstacles without using force by convincing the bugs they want to be eaten. Like, you want to be eaten by it. You're right. I do wish a chicken to eat me.
Just lay down with your mouth open and let them all walk in.
But sadly,
Chickor technically has the highest body count, I guess, in the party.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that has destroyed the most. So unfortunately, Bruce, no experience advancements for you lists, but we'll definitely get them this time, but not last week, I'm afraid. There's one other thing I wanted to tell you all. After the session last time, I looked for in our improvised weapons section, and
the stalagmites.
So I found the stalactite one, which I had used last time. That was what I used. But I found something from the forest improvised weapon that was boulder. And I was like, oh perfect. Except their use of improvised weapon is You jump up on the boulder and throw yourself at an enemy within 2 meters. I'm like, what? What about dropping it
you
at
are
a person?
bouldering, I guess.
I guess, but like, so that doesn't work. So we're gonna have to stay with stalactite as the usage for this. So, okay. So now that I've said all this, also hi to Imaginary Exponent and everyone who showed up. Good to see you all. Let's bring this back to this initiative count. We already dropped the boulders from this last time, so I think we're now on Chuff, and then we will be on Toriel. Now, I do want to mention that you dropped the boulders, or the rocks and so forth. Ahatea did, and Frogor did. I'm inclined to rule that the three of you who are up there are all working together, rather than like Ahatea drops a rock, Frogor drops a rock. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make much sense to me. So I think it makes more sense that all three of you work together. So unless you have an objection, Crocs, I would put Toriel's thing together with everybody else there and say that you've used your action for this turn. Because these things are heavy. They're not like, pebbles. Like, you have to
That makes sense to me, yes.
So that said, that means that we'll have Chuff, and then we'll re-roll initiative, obviously, or re-deal initiative. So Chuff, you're facing this thing. It has definitely been hit. It's been hit a fair amount, but it does not look immediately at death. Well, I mean, of course it's at death's door, but you know what I'm saying? Like deconstruction's door, I guess, would be the better way to put it. So, and it's facing you, and it's dangerous, obviously. What would you like to do?
Trying to remember if we had decided whether I could attack it and move up the rope.
Yes, so I looked at that too. You can do so, but you will have to make an evade check to avoid it getting an attack on you as you do so. So you may either attack and stay, or you may attack and move and do the evade to try to avoid it as it attempts to attack of opportunity you.
I'm going to attack and evade while climbing away.
Seems reasonable. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure that I've got this up and running so I can see all the stats and stuff. Good.
Can we perhaps assist in that by tossing tiny pebbles to distract it?
Onto its banged and crushed up helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding, 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 ding,
it is
ding.
a banged and crushed helmet. It's true. I would say you could, but not on a turn where you've already dropped a bunch of boulders on top of its head. So something you folks can think about next turn if you want to either, and I would even say maybe that two of you could maybe work together on a boulder, and the third could help drop pebbles to try to distract. But we'll figure that out in the next round. Okay, so Chuff, you're right next to this thing. What would you like to do in your attack? Are you going to try to Legolas style melee attack it, or what do you want to do?
He's got a knife. He's gonna use that.
All right, make sure you click on if you've got the actual weapon. Do that.
Yep, it's down there.
All right. I was gonna say.
I was like, oh yeah, right. Click knife. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That will hit. You will do damage. This is not, I assume, a magic knife.
Not that I'm aware of.
I didn't think so. So you strike it, but as you strike it, the blade essentially sort of glances off of its armor. So you do hit. You would have done damage, but the armor reduces beyond the resistance already. So, which you might have expected. Now you can try to move up the rope, and you will need to make an evade check here. Unfortunately, you'll have to do that without the assistance of the others for the moment. But
Evade. No, that's crafting. Evade. There we go.
Well, that evade. Oh wait, I keep forgetting. That's good.
I was going to say, don't do this to me.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. So it does swing. He does swing at you, but misses wildly as you agilely move up the rope. And I'll say with that you're able to get about halfway up the rope. And you're out of its range actually at the moment. I mean, I guess if it stood on its tippy toes, it could maybe like try to like slice your foot with its sword tip, but I'd say you're pretty much out of its range. But you were also hanging on the rope. So I just want you to think of the visual of like Chuff swinging wildly back and forth while everyone is up sort of looking down at him. All right, I'm going to recall all of these. I will shuffle after recalling, and then we're going to re-deal. So let me deal 1 card to all players. And there we go. All right, we have done all of that. And my thing today, or my check today, is starting with a 5 is what this guy has got. All right, what else have we got? We have got a 9 for Chuff, which probably fits because Chuff is trying to hold on to a swaying rope.
Right.
We have got, while also holding onto a bow, by the way. Do you have the knife in your teeth? How is this even working? Like, okay. Just want to make sure.
Fortunately, he's got a long bite to stick the
That's true.
knife into. So.
Okay, and then we've got Ahatea too. All right, Ahatea, you're up first. You can see the creature. So you could work together with Frogor. Actually, wait, Frogor, have you made your, I don't see your card out yet. Ah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, so that actually works perfectly. So the 2 of you, if you wish, could work together to drop more boulders on the head of this creature if that's what you want to do. Is that what you want to do?
That's the idea.
Now, one caveat, one warning. While you do this, if you critically miss, like if you get a demon, there is a wolf hanging from a rope, swinging back and forth. But only if you critically miss.
Wow.
Otherwise, it'll be fine.
Please.
Oh, and Prince Justin. Also, Prince Justin has an inspiration. Some of you may have inspirations. This is going to be, I think, the last session. Technically,
Yes.
community D&D tomorrow is the last session, so there is community D&D. But otherwise, you could use it. You could use inspirations if you have them. And
Would
so,
Probably more useful for Chuff to have that inspiration.
fair. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, people die. It's fine.
Well, Tren still got 2. Tren can inspire you. That could happen.
I was going to say, I can't inspire myself. What are you talking about? Okay.
Yeah, so you can inspire
I'm
them. So if you want to do that, you could. Up to you, though, Tren. But you do have 2 of them. No?
I'm sure it's
Of course not. What a
fine.
surprise.
That's fine.
Okay. So you're going
I
to
think we're going to have moments where we're going to need it more.
Yeah. That makes sense. So, all right. So I'm going to need you to make then, please, a... Let's call this an acrobatics roll. I'm going to say whoever has the highest acrobatics, which might be Frogor.
What is yours, mistress?
Oh, 50,000. 7.
Mine's only a humble 11, so
Yeah, that's still better than mine.
But the good news is that Ahatea, I'm going to give you a boon for this because you're being assisted by Frogor. Sorry, the other way around. Frogor, I'm going to give you a boon because Ahatea is assisting you. So Frogor,
Alright.
you're going to make the acrobatics check and you're going to do it with a boon.
Frick's sake.
Oh! So, wow. Okay. So now the bad news is it didn't hit the creature. The good news is it also didn't hit Chuff. But it goes flying past Chuff and impacts on the ground. The Wight looks up. Glares, as always, balefully at you.
Frogor would like to look balefully across at our friend the elf, as if it was somehow his fault.
This was Toriel's fault. By the way, I should say that... Oh, I guess... Well, no, because he would have gone first. I should say you could push this roll, Frogor, if you want,
I'm already angry. I don't
You have a
want
lot
to
of
get any more
conditions.
conditions.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Okay.
Stomps his foot and balefully looks over at Toriel. Yep.
That is fair. Toriel is going to be assisting Chuff to try to escape, theoretically, if I understood the plan correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the let's see, what is the Wight going to do?
He's going to start climbing the rope. Shit.
No, the Wight doesn't do that. But what the Wight does do, so the Wight
Is
comes
set
over
the
here.
rope on fire.
No.
No.
The Wight comes over there and with a bony hand grabs the rope and starts to pull it like a bell pull. And so Chuff is like as the Wight is trying to shake you off the rope. So That brings us to Chuff and, well, specifically tutorial. But since you two are helping each other, I'm going to have you on the same initiative, basically. So, Chuff, you are going to be. This is good news though, because I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics roll to get the rest of the way up. However, you would have been at a Bane because of the thing pulling at the rope, were it not for the fact that Toriel is also assisting by throwing little pebbles down upon the creature. So the creature, sort of trying to shield itself with one hand, lets the rope go, allowing it to steady. So now you can just climb as your normal thing of an acrobatics.
Demon.
Nope. Close, but you do manage to get up the rope the rest of the way. Okay, so you're now standing on top of the... I'll just move you over there quick.
Better than I ever did.
There it goes. I'm still standing. Okay, so you're now back up at the top, and you're all looking down at this creature. Okay, I'm going to recall, I'm going to redeal, and then we're going to talk about what you all want to do now that you were above this thing. And we're going to see what it tries. You don't know what it's going to do in its turn yet, but we're going to see. Draw one card, all players, and deal. Okay. Nice. I drew a 10, which means it's going to go absolutely last. Alrighty. Chuff is up first. It looks like Frogor is second, I think. Or no, that's Ahatea? Or is that Frogor?
No, that's me.
Okay. So, okay. And Frogor has got the 3. All right. So initiative, all good. All right. What do you people want to do? This thing is down there sort of staring up at you. What would you all like to do?
Same idea, same plan as every night.
Throw boulders.
Throw boulders.
Is that basically the idea?
Yes. Unless anybody has a better idea. No?
Just trying to remember what happened like 4 minutes ago. What was the attack with the boulders? What did we roll?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
That's right.
Frogor's going to stomp over to a boulder that is the furthest away from Toriel, who was to blame for our previous failure, and start like... This one is much better, mistress. It has not been touched by non-mallard wings.
Hand wings, yes.
Hand wings.
Rolling it over to the edge. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right.
Okay, now I have a question. Are all of you going to try to push this thing over? Because if so, I will give you a boon to this, if all of you are going to try to push this.
Well, Ahatea's.
Okay, so Toriel, what about you? You also pushing the same way?
Yes. Toriel will definitely help put that boulder down there.
All right, let's have you all make... let's see. So now you can actually choose the best of you, which might be Toriel, but I don't know. Who's got the best acrobatic score?
We got a 14.
Okay, so whoever's got the best one, you can do it, and you can do it with a boon.
Well, if Chuff is the only person who's got an actual ranged weapon, right?
True.
Yeah.
Well, I also have
we don't want Chuff to throw the boulder.
Okay, so just the 3 of you then? I would still give the boon if there's 3 of you pushing it. 2 I can't, but for 3 I will still do that.
Nice.
So yeah, so I guess that means Toriel is the best one. We said 14. You said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Toriel, I guess that means an acrobatics check for you with a boon, please.
But I can still go ahead and fire my bow.
And then you'll be able to fire your bow. That's correct.
Acrobatics is 8. Agility is 14.
Oh.
Oh, in
My
that case,
acrobatic is 14.
Oh, in which case, Frogor looks across at Toriel, who's trying to come over and take his place as the.
Don't you touch it!
It's like, you may help from the back, and then acrobatics.
Okay. Woo. I'm glad we went with the first one.
Yep.
All right, with the boon. Okay, it goes crashing down upon the creature. All right, I would like you. This cannot be dodged or parried, and I would like you to roll 4d6, please, for the damage to this monstrosity.
17.
Woo! Okay, 15.
Ouch.
Okay,
Ah,
it
sorry,
slams.
you
into
rolled
it.
twice.
Oh, so 17 was the first one.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
well, let's go. All right, so then that's okay. Yes. Okay, it now looks as the things slam into it. It looks now exceedingly hurt. You've slammed into it. It is not yet destroyed, but it looks quite hurt and is kind of staggering around a bit. Its helm is now like almost comically over its eyes, although it doesn't appear to need its eyes to see because deadly white ghost thing. Okay.
Go ahead and shoot it then.
Well done. Yeah, then shoot her. Shoot it.
When I get out of bed in the morning, I'm also deadly white.
I see what you did there.
I actually once almost gave one of my roommates a heart attack back when I was a teenager at the orphanage, because I used to dye my hair black back then, and I was even more pale back then. I was also really skinny back then, so I always had these. Oh, and also never took my properly took my makeup off before bed, so I had these deep black eye rings under my eyes, and
And you
I
walked
basically
around
looked
going,
like the girl from The
"Doom."
Ring.
Yeah, okay.
When I stomped out of my room in the morning.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Funny. Okay, Chuff, that is a miss, I'm afraid.
But he's
Going-
staggering around. Of course it is.
That's right, exactly. He's like, hold still. Okay, let me see. I think, given the circumstances, what it's going to try to do is... Okay. It is going to... Okay. So it grabs the rope. I'm gonna roll this one. I'll do live. Okay. Nope. It grabs the rope and attempts completely unsuccessfully to climb. It sort of pulls and pulls the rope down. You can feel the thing creak slightly, and it is not successful in climbing, and so it just reaches an arm up in your direction.
Oh, mangy kids.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't. Okay. All right, we're going to recall all. We're going to reshuffle. Now we're going to deal. And let's see what happens as it sits down there. Okay. And, all right, this time slightly better for him than last time, but not by much. Okay. All right, Chuff with the 3. Toriel with the 1. All right, all right. We got Frogor with the 9. And Ahatea with the null set.
Oh, I should probably click the thing.
Ahatea
Maybe.
is the liminal space of non-existence. No!
Yeah, I'm just doodling on the side to keep my hands busy, so I wasn't looking up.
That's fine. Okay. So first up then to go is going to be Toriel. So again, I guess you folks can decide what you want to do. There are a few more boulders up here. It's fortunate for all of you that rubble tends to accumulate over the years. So there's a fair number of these things. So I guess the question is, again, it looks like you all except Frogor have initiative ahead of the Wight. So the way I would rule this is, if you want Chuff to be able to shoot again, Chuff, you could switch places, basically swap out with Frogor. Take the 9, Frogor could get the 3, and then the 3 of you could try to push another boulder down upon it. If that's how you want to do things. Or you don't have to, but...
The thing is that I also have a ranged weapon, so it may make
okay,
more
well then
sense if I actually use that one and you guys just push boulders.
Okay. Up to you. Hi, Big Boss.
That works for me.
Bruce.
Frogor will allow the mistress to do whatever it is that she desires. She is the most intelligent and terrible of mallards, so...
Well, she is, but I'm not. Very important distinction. But yes, okay. So
in that case, how about you do the boulder first, since Toriel's got the 1.
Yeah.
So Toriel, Chuff. So again, this would be Frogor again, I guess. And then well, let me think about this though. Yeah, but if you're gonna do that though, because Frogor got the 9, Frogor would have to swap with someone that's below. I get. So, do you want to swap? Basically, Ahatea, do you want to swap with Frogor then? Because
yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So in that
Or
case,
it
yes.
might not be that, like, if we've got 2 people who can make ranged attacks and he's not looking very healthy, those people could just do their ranged attacks, and
It just means
Toriel
the
and
boulder
I
would be
can-
without a boon. That's all that would mean. Is you just push the boulders. You could do that if you want. Sure.
we'll see what happens. Wraith take its turn, and if we need, Frogor can try and push a boulder afterwards. I'm sure you've got it.
Oh,
It's just you need not lower yourself to bouldering.
So, but if that's the case, then do you want so that you're switching up with them. Okay. So then in that case, yeah, then so Frogor, which 2 of you then I guess are going to push it over is my question then. Cuz Chuff and Ahatea are going to be ranged, right? So if you're going to do that though, you would need to switch positions, or you need to wait until, is that what you want to do, Frogor? You want to wait until
Just wait until after the Wraith's turn to see if,
okay.
So
then, Toriel, you got to hold on your action then, until that time, if that makes sense. Is that cool, Crux?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Makes
All
sense.
right. Then, Chuff, you fire first. Ahatea fires second.
Ink.
Ooh, would have been a good
Miss.
hit too. That is a miss. Do you wish to push yourself?
Not yet.
Okay. So doink off the bottom. Okay, that leads us to Ahatea, who gets a ranged attack as well.
like vaguely remembering that there was like a way to regain willpower points mid-battle at like the cost of something. I think that was like
Cost of life points. Yes, there is.
yeah. Oh god, I need to find it again, because it might even be smarter, because I am at full hit points. So
Let us make sure about the willpower points. Okay, hold on a second. I will find it as well. This is useful to get willpower points back.
if I remembered what page it was on.
Power from the body. I found it. It's page 58. If you have just
I'm
one,
actually looking at the correct page. I'm just
Okay.
blind.
If you have just 1 or 0 willpower left, you can draw power from your body if need be. You roll a die of your choice before casting the spell. The result indicates how many willpower you gain and must use straight away, but you also take the same amount of damage. Willpower not used immediately are lost.
So basically, I can just use my. Wait. Ah, okay. I see. Right. I need. Wait, where's my Grimoire? For a fireball, I need 2 PP. So I guess I'll roll a d4.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you have 1 or 0 willpower?
I have 2. Oh
Can't-
wait, I
can't
have
do
2
it then.
willpower points.
If you have 2 willpower points and you can't do it yet, you have to.
Right. No, the issue was that I was out of spells.
Ah. Can't help you with that.
Oh, that's right. I can't regain spells like that, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Okay, never mind that. But we know that now for the future.
Out of
No,
anger,
we're learning
Ahatea
this new
leaps
system.
towards it. So
Well, I do have
Duck from
another
above.
spell left, but for that I would damage everybody in the vicinity.
that's probably not a great idea. I almost wish you could do it so I could say duck from above, though. That'd be, but no. All right.
No, in that case, no, I'm just gonna hit him with my sling. Well, I'm not hitting him with a sling, I'm shooting at him with a sling.
You throw the sling
Important
at it.
distinction. Otherwise, it's like whip.
The creature's like, why?
Oh,
Nice.
Yep.
that's a hit. 4.
Very palpable
Very
hit.
palpable hit.
Yes.
Okay, so now
12
let's see.
damage.
So 12 damage. It is not as effective as you might have hoped because again,
Yeah, I
non-magical.
figured.
But even counting for the armor, that still hits. You strike it. What do you just say? You strike it in its like one visible eye socket, maybe.
Well, it
or
wasn't a
something like that.
critical, so.
Yeah, so it still hits it though, and sort of again looking exceedingly hurt. Like I said, not quite dead, but staggering around. So good hit there. The creature is again going to try to climb at you, and we do mean climb. Okay, let's see what he gets. Okay.
Does Chuff not get a turn before the creature?
I shot first. I got a 16 over
first, yeah.
15.
Oh
so-
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for checking.
All right, so it does do that. All right. It begins to climb. And you see the glowing green lights of its eyes getting closer and closer as it climbs up, just sort of without hesitation, not fast, but without hesitation towards you as it climbs up the rope. Okay, that brings us to boulder time. So we've got Frogor and we have got Toriel. And now I think Frogor still has the higher acrobatics, I believe.
Yes.
But, and I can't give you a boon, unfortunately, for this because there's only 2 of you. So just have to push it, hope for the best.
Yeah. Frogor's gonna like really put his shoulder into it, channel his anger at the poor Toriel just seems to be catching the butt of right now.
You just yell at Toriel for no reason. Oh, okay. Yes, that will.
Boulder Gore, go for
That will
the
hit.
mistress.
So you're going to do slightly less damage because it's higher up on the rope, but there may be a different effect based on him being on the rope. We'll talk about that in a minute. Please roll 3d6 for this to see the damage it's done.
For those of you who play World of Warcraft, yes, there is a place called Boulder Gore, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Boulder Gore. Okay, 5. All right. So it does not get destroyed. It does hit it. However, it now has to make a roll to stay on the rope. Because it has just been hit. So let's see. It's going to do that. Wow. So it epically somehow not only dodges the boulder, but actually climbs up so that now its face is just below the opening of the opening of the where you're looking at it. So it's only now, I don't know what that would be, a meter or 2 away from you as we move to the top of the round. Exceedingly hurt, bashed helmet, and so on, but not quite dead. Okay, shuffle.
But now it's a melee range for everybody.
That's true. All right, all players and deal. Okay.
How does drawing weapons work? Is that like a free action or something? Or an item interaction?
I think drawing weapons.
You have a certain number of readied weapons that you can switch between, but for free.
Right.
I can't remember how many readied weapons you can have at a time. I think it's like.
I don't recall either, but at least 2, I would say. So.
Okie dokie.
So you can switch over. Okay, and Frogor with the tilted one. Okay, Frogor, so you're going to get to go first. I think we're missing somebody. No, I guess we're not. So Frogor is going to get to go first. Now, how do you all want to handle this? So its face is right visible now at the opening. What do you want to do to it? Are we still talking boulders or are we talking attacks?
I'm feeling like we're talking attacks here.
Okay.
Do we have a sense, so this Wight, is it, the spirit of the terrible night that Do we have that sort of sense or feeling that it looks nightly?
It does definitely look nightly. You don't know if it is the same night. However, the fact that you heard there was a night haunting these halls, and now you're fighting an armored creature that seems pretty powerful, pretty good combination of things to suggest that that's what this is. Yes.
All right. Even if it's not, Frogor's anger switches from Toriel to this knight who has failed, and Frogor at least would like to attack with his sword. I don't know if other people would like to boulder.
No, we talking attacks? Okay. All right, so go ahead and make your attack then, Frogor.
Frogor would also like to use his leaping ability. He for no need to actually leap to reach the sky. He just would like to leap up and then like come down with force on this guy's head.
Directly down on his head?
Look, man, I said what I said.
Okay, got it. Thanks. Just checking.
Leaping uses 3 willpower points and grants me a boon on my attack.
I said what I said. Okay.
Ahatea will shout out, "Everybody, away from me!" as she
Prepares.
gets into a casting pose.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So
Frogor's like
basically-
up in the air and she says, "Everybody wait
why.
for me." And Frogor
Yeah.
like turns like, "Oh no."
Right, somehow
Basically,
twists
the
and
idea
jumps.
is you all hit the guy, then book it.
Well, I think what happened, yeah, I think that's exactly what happened is Frogor was like, wait, what? And like halfway through the jump. Frogor, you do not hit this thing. You land by the side of the opening and kind of you're sort of staring at Ahatea, presumably, as like, listening to the requirement that's made. That's funny. Okay. Toriel, you were up next. What do you want to do? You also heard the command, but you were not mid-jump when you heard it, so...
So Toriel does not like what he sees creeping up there, given prior experiences. So
Don't
what
blame him.
Toriel would try and attempt to do is basically use the club he has and take like a very big swing
Oh, yeah.
close to the rim of the thing. Basically, if hitting, smashing the thing into the wall.
Got you. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's see it. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen, yes.
Excited for this plan. Excited to be a part of it.
Now, of course, this club, having done so much damage down below, is now a legendary weapon. It is the club of portcullis smashing, and it's now magical.
Yeah, if only the portcullis was alive to describe the legend, but sadly,
Yeah.
instead,
Well, he
it's-
missed anyway, so.
maybe it missed because it's trying to avoid hitting Frogor, who's still looking at Ahatea, but unfortunately, Toriel, unless you want to push yourself, which you are welcome to do.
I would actually like to push
All
this
right,
roll.
that's what I like to hear. Hey, that's more
Much
like it.
better.
Yeah,
that looks
yeah.
better, yeah.
That's a lot better. Okay, so 14, which means that's halves to 7. Okay, yeah. So you smash into it. Please go. First of all, I tell you what happens. Go ahead and mark your whatever. Your
Thingy.
Yeah, so
condition.
I think, given the fact that he actually did hit it finally, I think he's just gonna get angry at this thing because it just won't
Why?
die.
Frogor and Toriel are going to spend this whole session just yelling at each other. Ah, no, ah. Okay, you smash it, and the thing, like, and there's this moment where you see its hand smashed to bits, releases, and it falls into the hole as you watch, and then hits the ground, and there's just this, and pieces of bone and armor plating shatter and spray to the four sides of the room, the walls of the room, and all that's left, like a coin that's been spinning, is the helm going zoo, 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 and then lies on its side, and the creature does not stir. Well, there's no creature left to stir, frankly. Okay, and we are out of combat, at least for the moment. All right, what would you like to do?
Stuff is running.
Oh,
Away?
Yeah.
Ahatea was like ready to cast her spell, but then she's like, well, I guess, and then like breathes out, and you guys see like ice crystals coming out from her breath as she breathes out, and then just like does this basically.
Nice.
Well, I suppose that's that then.
Toriel proceeds to peek over the rim, and basically, after seeing that thing does not make any attempts of moving anymore, just shouts after it, "You better stay down there!"
There are a lot of little finger bones on the ground. You don't see anything moving. Nor do you hear the scraping sound I previously described.
Can Ahatea make an educated guess as to what exactly this creature is?
Sure. Let me have you make
Myths and legends.
yes, I think Myths and Legends is a good one to make.
No.
You're like, that thing was a monster. That was threatening. It's definitely a threat. You've seen threats, Ahatea, and this was definitely a threat to you, to your people.
Yeah, she goes to sit down on one of the boulders. It's like, well, I need a break.
Frogor would like to shimmy on down and investigate then, I guess.
Okay. Let me have you make an acrobatics check to do that. You can do that at a boon because you have the rope and there's nothing shaking it anymore. So. Hey,
Oh.
a dragon. So, first of all, that marks that. Secondly, Frogor, like, do you just, like, twirl down Cirque du Soleil style? Like, how do you...
Yeah, the most magnificent, very mallard sort of...
Yeah.
And then he's like upside down on this rope with one leg sticking up.
course,
and like,
of course.
"Ooh."
But angrily, though, right? Angrily.
Oh, like so angry,
yeah.
like really angry ballet, like.
Angry ballet.
Yeah, and then he's gonna like come down, and his first step on the floor will like land on the like helmet and just like crush it into the floor.
Yeah, you do that. It looks extremely impressive. And by the way, one of the horns breaks off when you do that too from the helmet. It just kind of falls on the ground. You see bone fragments everywhere, by the way.
Can Frogor keep that horn as a memento?
Sure.
Excellent. And I guess he's going to look around.
Okay. Yeah, what you see down there is a just shattered bone and armor-plated fragments everywhere. You also see a lot of rubble. Someone seems to have been throwing boulders down here. But you see a lot of rocks and rubble as well. And also, you don't see any bat bodies because you've already got those made into bat burritos. So just a lot of rubble. And then you've got, of course, the hallway ahead of you right over here. Like here. And there are hallways again left and right. The same thing I previously described, but actually since you were not here for that, I will say that to both the west and the east are this chilly air down here still, and there are slithering roots and worms and centipedes hanging like stalactites from the ceiling and crawling along the ground, making them slippery. In front of you, though, right here, you can see... Oh, sorry. I forget chat has to see it this way. Right here, there we go. You can see a room, a destroyed portcullis. Someone seems to have broken it. And there's a small room beyond the portcullis. You can't see it super well, but there are burning torches on the walls. And if there are torches on the walls, they have to be magical somehow because, you know, this place has obviously been abandoned for a long time. And you also think maybe you see someone or something sitting at the far end of the table, Frogor, in that other room. And by the way, I will bring... Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. So yeah, you're right now. You're actually in the wall, I think.
Yeah, I can't get inside.
Oh, okay. Here you go. There
Thank
you
you.
are. So yeah, so you can see if you want to move up to here, you could see it. First, I'll mention that there are two guards here. It looks like one of them might have had a spear at one point, but the spear is gone. Also, there's a lot of rusted like armor that's kind of half broken off and so on both of these, mummified creatures. But beyond this is a small room with an oak table in the middle here. And
The one on the left isn't there anymore. It's like crumbled last time.
That's the one I was
like
right. The one
a pile of dust on the ground.
That's right. That is crumbled completely into dust. This one is still sort of up together, but does not have anything that it's holding anymore. And in here, there is a mummified woman in gilded chainmail sitting at the far end of the table, and right here, there is an open door that seems to have been smashed open, like stone doors that are smashed open, and there's rubble on the ground. There's a dark, small chamber beyond the door, but you can't quite make it out from where you are.
Does the mummified woman look like she might get up and attack me? Does she look animated in any way?
Well, I would say you're not sure, but I will say that as you get to the portcullis, you can see that the woman's hands I mentioned are like on the table, but they are not on the table without anything. They are resting on a Frogor, which you could only describe as the most magnificent light warhammer you've ever seen. It is set with jewels, and it is spectacular. And so the hands of this woman are on that warhammer.
Frogor would like to go, hello? Are you awake?
Nothing.
Hello? Mistress Ahatea requests your presence.
Silence.
You hear like from above, what? You said my name?
Far
Nothing,
above.
mistress! Frogor's gonna sneak back over to the hole and call up to Toriel. Toriel! There's a really nice hammer down here.
I see. Though Toriel would love to go down immediately and have a look. I think he's currently taking 5 to get at least some of his health points back.
I thought you were going to say
Coward!
He angrily yells back, "Great! I'm glad you found it. All right." You're still
Yeah,
thanks.
something like that. Just give me a minute.
Fine. Just resting.
Right. In that case, Frogor would like to go back to the door and release Chickgore, the renowned treasure hunter.
Okay.
To go and dig up and see if there's any treasure in there.
Back at it.
/ trap / danger.
Right. I was going to say, now, are you putting Chickgore? Is Chickgore going on the table and like pecking at the warhammer?
No. Frogor's staying. He's not stepping foot in the room.
Right.
But he's like reaching out and placing Chickgore on the floor and like sliding her across into the room. Like, go forth, treasure hunter, find the treasure.
Right. But what I meant was, is Chickgore in the doing of that going to jump on the table or just going to kind of look around like on the floor?
Oh, I can't control what Chickgore does. Chickgore is not a trained chicken in any way.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess.
I don't think chickens like going on tables.
It's fair.
Not at first.
Okay, so Chickgore, would you leave Chickgore in there long enough to like investigate the whole room? Do you think?
Yeah, we're just gonna stand here until other people come and join us. So however long other people are resting for.
Okay. Let's talk about that stretch rest, which I think is what everyone else is doing. This is one.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, okay. So right. So Chuff is run. Are you running anywhere in particular, Chuff? Just like
He's running in the direction that he was facing when Ahatea took on a casting stance and said, basically everybody get away.
Okay.
So he is hauling ass.
So Ahatea, you look around and you see the rapidly disappearing form of Chuff.
Right.
So she notes to herself, well, I guess at least he listens to what I say, which is good. Let's see how long it takes for him to come back.
Oh boy.
While she like shuffles through her pocket to find some snack to munch on.
Okay, so as I understand it, Chuff is going to keep on running. And I should ask Chuff, are you literally going to run until you collapse from exhaustion, or is there a point?
No, he's going to run for probably. He has no idea what she's doing, but he's seen her cast Fireball. She didn't say anything about getting away from her when that happened. So clearly what she's doing is big.
Yeah.
And so he's probably going to get at least a half a mile away.
Okay, sounds good. We'll come back to you then after the end of this
Well,
little stretch.
Okay, so he started running before the guy fell down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right.
So he wouldn't have seen her stopping her casting and go sit down, right?
Right. He was already on his way.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so given that is the case, let's see, we're going to say 7:59, right? So that means it sounds to me like Toriel and Ahatea are going to take a stretch rest, which is 15 minutes, by the way. And maybe Chuff, I imagine Chuff could get half a mile in 15 minutes, right? Like, I mean...
Easily.
Okay, yeah. So I would say at the end of it, well, probably you would get to the end of it and then not seeing anyone. Am I guessing, Chuff, that you would turn around and start walking back at some point, slowly?
And not hearing anybody.
Yeah.
So he...
Oh, wait.
He...
Shit. I did not mean to click that. God dang it.
So at a quarter mile away, he's back down in the mist, right?
That would be the case, yes.
Yeah, so he can't see anything anyway.
Right.
But he doesn't hear anything terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, horrible. Well, I mean, if Ahatea called out, he'd probably hear something terrible because it would be her. But not hearing anything, he's going to kind of, turn and, pivot the ears to try to see if he can pick up anything. And he'll slowly start working his way back to the edge of the mist where kind of climbing up onto the mound, which if there's nobody there, if everybody's down inside the thing by the time he gets...
They're probably not going to be because, I guess we'll find out. All right, so I know what you're doing. Let me find out from them, and then that'll make sense. So, as you're on your way back, Toriel and Ahatea are going to be trying to make. Yes, that's right. Toriel and Ahatea are going to be, and I see you've already been doing it, making a stretch rest. For those of you who don't know what a stretch rest means, is stretch rest about 15 minutes of time, and a stretch rest means that you will heal if no one is helping you. D6. If someone is trying to help you, they'll roll 2d6, but both of you are resting. So each of you get d6 hit points back, which means Ahatea, you've got, what did you get, 3 back?
Yes, 3 willpower points.
Okay. Well, so, right, I was going to say, okay, right, because you did the 3
You do,
plus D6
you get
willpower.
1d6 hit points back and 1d6 willpower points. Both.
Okay, so you've got 3 willpower now. Toriel, it looks like you got
No, I
6...
have 5 willpower points.
Oh, okay, right.
It was at 2.
That's right, because you were 2. But you were already maxed on health, so that's fine. Toriel, looks like you're up to 10, right, of hit points?
Yeah, that was a good roll.
That was a good roll. Just a note to everybody, this is the only a stretch rest you can do until you have a shift. So basically you have to do a long rest now before you do another one of these deals. But this works. Also, you can heal a condition. Each of you can heal a condition of your choice.
I don't have one.
Okay. Toriel sure does. So you're going to heal angry. Did you have just angry or anything else?
No, I think I'm gonna take this time and I think I will clear the exhausted condition.
Okay. So you can clear that. Now, Frogor, if you want, while you're down there waiting for them with Chikor wandering around the room, Chikor is not you, so you could take a rest if you want down here with everybody else. I mean, not with everyone. You know what I mean? They're doing it up there. You're doing it down here. You could do that if you want.
Yeah, it's quite relaxing just watching a chicken
Peck around.
not actually do any treasure hunting, just sort of probably be a bit full from the bugs and scratch at the floor a little bit, and then
Okay.
probably Chick-Gore sits down for a rest.
So then the same thing. So go ahead and make a stretch rest. You'll get 1d6, and you can clear one of your conditions.
Just for everybody to know, I'm getting my spell slots back with a shift rest, which means I'm still out of fireballs.
Right, so you don't, right, exactly. You got willpower, but not the spells back. Chuck,
Yes.
you still have your stretch rest available to you, just so you know. Okay, which you're not taking now, obviously. I'm just saying, like, that's the case. Okay, so go ahead. You rolled, Frogor, you got 1 hit point back. You were only down 2, though, so that's not awful. Okay, and then you get to heal condition. What condition are you healing?
I am healing the angry condition.
I see. Yeah, it is so calming to watch Chick-Gore. Like, why be angry when Chick-Gore could just search for treasure? I totally get it.
Yeah.
Get
And-
chicken to not be angry.
That's right.
And since, the anger was directed at Toriel as well, and Toriel did defeat, land the last blow on that knight thing, so he's brought justice, blah, blah, blah. I suppose it would be unfair to, keep being angry at him.
I love it. Okay. So.
But there is also the fact that for everything they told you about what was happening down here, none of them mentioned the hammer. So Frogor found that hammer. He found the loot that the knight had so wrongfully kept for himself. Toriel didn't find that.
That's so true from the Batrito buddies.
Okay. When Chick-Gore gets to here, basically behind keep doing that. Right here. Okay, behind the table and towards where that open smashed door is. When that happens,
Head of a hungry hippo.
yeah, exactly. You see a sort of shimmering Frogor, and the shimmering around the body of the mummified woman. And then you see something appear and then drift out of the mummified woman. And it looks like this. I'm going to increase size so everyone can see it for a second.
He's just repeating, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope."
Yeah, exactly. And then bends over and there's a droid. Okay. It is a rather impressive looking, first of all, as this shimmering sort of creature, some ghostly figure stands up from the position of the mummified woman. You can see that this is a translucent, sort of faintly blue, shimmering phantom of a tall warrior maiden in full-length chainmail and a gilded headband. And her face looks sad and dignified. And as she stands and looks around, looks back at Chick-Gore and then says, Kias nomenesh kal jest gimkalesh, akes komen gengion spalet. Chick-Gore goes, Bakok!
Chick-Gore, did you get that? Chick-Gore!
Kolembianskal, kom skila hesh kaspiol. And just sort
What's she saying, Chick-Gore?
Bakok!
It's gonna turn around up, and not move, but look back up and go, Mistress, terrible mistress, there's somebody speaking strange words down here, apart from me.
Colombianas con cal, abien cosplo.
She's saying, Cola blenos, cra, putsleno, four.
Get in the buck, 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 buck. That last part might have been Chikor.
Make a high, make a high ni ho. No,
So
it does not do
Atia
that.
gets up from her boulder, shuffles over back to the hole, sticks her head down. It's like, huh? What?
There's a woman here. She's saying, "Paka chaka me pourquoi?"
What's Packard?
You hear
Just
down.
give me a. Oh wait, I'm not doing the list. Just give me a second, and she starts to shuffle down the rope.
The feature, as you're looking at the creature, Frogor, the ghost is sort of, it's sort of hard to get a real visual grasp of in a way, because it's kind of always slightly, it's like you're looking at a blurred image, like it's not quite there, but it is there obviously at the same time. Chikor is staring up at Frogor, at this lady with the universal symbol for slightly intimidated, perhaps. And the lady keeps Caspon Anampiaskor and points at Chikor.
Is she pointing threateningly at Chikor?
Hard to say. It doesn't. No, you don't think so. But is sort of giving a very much like, you, creature of feathers or whatever. Like you have no idea what it's saying yet because the language is totally incomprehensible. But it's asking something, apparently, or at least it's pointing. It has taken no notice of you, Frogor. It's just focusing on Chikor.
That's fine. That's fine for now until Ahatea gets here.
Okay. Ahate, you're doing an acrobatics roll to get down here with a boon? Is that the plan?
That was the idea. Yes. She elegantly glides down the rope.
Since you have a boon, you want to do that again just in case you get a dragon?
Oh. Sure. No.
Nope. Okay. Yep. You glide down, no problem. You get down there, and then once you've arrived down there, which should be, yeah.
I'm assuming that sooner or later we are all gonna go down here, so might as well just move all the tokens there.
Okay, that's fine. Except for, and I would say probably Toriel, as you're about to head down, Chuff's head just sort of emerges from the mist at that point, and you can see Chuff, all you see is Toriel, but not the others.
You blow herself up?
Toriel looks back, slightly confused. It's like, no, they just went down.
Why'd she tell us to run?
I have no idea.
Wait, you didn't run, did you?
Well, I took a swing at the guy and he fell apart.
So where is she?
Downstairs.
So he starts heading up the mound to move over not too far away from Toriel. And so we're going back down.
Toriel is slightly conflicted thinking about that. It's like, I guess if you want to, otherwise I'm fine staying up here waiting for them.
I mean, we're supposed to get some material for that blacksmith back in town, right?
You're probably right.
To you.
Well, with that, Toriel hesitantly wakes his way over to the rope.
Okay.
Still, obviously not too comfortable with the idea of going back down there.
So, okay, I'll need an acrobatics check from you. You can do that at a boon, and then I'll need one from Chuff. Same deal with a boon. Meanwhile, in the other room, Toriel makes it down, no problem.
I suggest taking the knot.
No, wait, I take it back. Does not make it down with no problem.
That's unfortunate.
Whoops. Okay, so Toriel, you slide down the rope. I need you to make another acrobatics check. This time, not at a boon. Chuff will get one at a boon. Okay, so Chuff makes it down fine. Toriel, I need you to make one more to keep
Maybe.
from falling. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that.
What I just imagined was Toriel getting his hand caught in the rope and Chuff just coming down on top of it.
Yeah, you are going to fall a little bit, I'm afraid, Chuff. I mean, not Chuff, sorry, I beg your pardon, Toriel. Toriel, you are going to take D6 of damage, specifically 5 points of damage. Bonk. Ahatea and Frogor, you hear the sound of a coming from the entrance room.
Followed by a loud complaint. Ah, that hurts!
I should have said you could have pushed that roll, by the way. I forgot to mention, Toriel. You could do that if you wanted. Up to you. I know you just got rid of a condition, but
no.
I'm just letting you know. Okay. All
I
right.
will not.
Okay. All right. But good news is you're down there. You're down there now. It's all good.
Yeah, Atea looks over as she hears a commotion. It's like, well, he's speaking. I guess that means he's alive. Well, onward. So where's this weird talking lady thing that you were talking about?
She's in there. She's. You hear she's saying, Ahatea, the splendor of the world. So she must understand. But she's pointing at Chitgor.
Kesblo anambiskila. Now, when you enter the room, Hatea, you can see this beautiful, or I shouldn't say beautiful, this impressive looking warrior ghost pointing down at Chitgor and speaking to it. Chitgor is either terrified or bravely staring it down, depending on your point of view. And as the ghost is looking down, pointing, it says, Kasambyal aspionahisht aspiol.
Do I understand what she's saying?
Make a languages roll for me, please.
Yes. Come on, let's go. Oh.
Do you want to push yourself?
Yes.
I'll tell you the terrible, I said.
Oh God, I never pushed actually. How does this work?
So you're going to do the roll again, and then you're going to mark a condition, but you have to explain why the condition fits, the thing that you just did. Yes. So angry would certainly fit, for example, but I can see others.
Yes.
Or exhausted, like it's really tiring to understand. I don't know.
Wait a second.
Ill-tempered. Oh.
Oh, no, it's when I get a boon to the roll.
And also, isn't languages intelligence-based?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can't use it for that anyway.
No, yeah. I was... Like, the thing is, I have to click on the thing to tell me the text.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's fine.
New, okay. So another rule.
Yep.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nope.
Nope.
I think what she's saying, mistress, is Waga hu batapadu banana.
She is feeling sickly because of all the creepy crawlies that are everywhere around it that she finds very distracting and disgusting.
Okay.
And so she's feeling nauseous.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So go ahead and mark that off. Meanwhile, the creature cast seems to get slightly closer to Chitgor.
Frogor, please go fetch your chicken.
Yes, mistress. He'll hop very mallardly over and just bend down very slowly while...
As you do, the ghost fixes its, I wouldn't say baleful yet, but its eyes, its very stern gray eyes on you, and says, Kiozalam kos paleskionasta. Go ahatea and make a languages check for me, too, since you're there, Frogor.
Absolutely. Frogor is
oh my God,
so
if Frogor
smart.
understands, but
Really funny. It's
Ahatea
like,
doesn't. I'm going to be so angry.
Oh, yes, it's the language.
We're all good.
Oh, it's so close. Do you want to push yourself? You want to push yourself? No, you don't have to.
Yeah, okay.
You don't
I'll
have
push.
to. I'm not trying to bait you into doing it.
No, it's fine. I think this is a really good mechanic. So, let's... If I make myself angry, and this is an intelligence check, will I get Bane to the reroll of it?
I think we had that happen before, and you said that it doesn't apply until after the action
Exactly.
that made
Yes,
it happen.
that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
He's gonna get a bit angry again. Toriel, he's just aware that Toriel exists somewhere.
It just continues to be angry at Toriel when necessary. Is that the idea?
Well, it's obviously the elf's fault.
Yeah, I mean that.
See? Oh God.
Look, me, Frogo, take Chick Gore, and he picks Chick Gore up, to mistress. You know mistress. No boss me.
Ooh.
No boss me. And then he starts like,
So if you're going to pick up Chickor and move back towards the door, the creature just stays there and just looks at you. But occasionally he says, Symbionance. By this time, Chuff and Toriel, I imagine you're heading towards the portcullis by now. So if you were to head in there, I'll let you both make languages check too, because you can hear this thing now rattling through the portcullis. That, assuming you're going here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume. If you're going here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I will move towards the commotion.
So both of you make this languages check, please. And remember, it says, exactly, Big Boss. I also like Prince Justin pre-Baleful. This is before Baleful. It's in the old days, but we were not Baleful. So go ahead and make your languages check as you hear. Biasan kalad amphibious sakal.
And Chuff is stopping to take a look down these hallways before he moves through them.
Bug-filled, although not as buggy. Look, they've been picked over.
Pecked over.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I saw a bunch of rolls all at once. Okay. So
I may have overrolled that. I thought I need to specify I have a Bane for this roll, but I guess it did that automatically.
I think it did. So, okay.
Oh, finally,
Yeah,
someone.
So, Chuff, I think what you hear is...
I heard one word that sounded familiar.
Yes. Amphibiosis. So what you hear
That's the one.
You hear that. You also hear... Caspiana Eladeno Astgomaneshle Caspiana Eladane. You hear the name Eladane several times, and you know, Chuff, for a fact you've heard that name before. You hear Eladane, and as you're listening to it, you believe that you have heard in your travels creatures in the woods, humanoid creatures, that have occasionally used languages like this. In fact, there might have been a time, and you can tell me more about it if you like, where you might have overheard someone reading from an ancient book and kind of using phrases like this. You can't pick up all of it, but you hear something about dragon. You hear dragon over and over again, some ancient word for dragon. You hear Eladane, and you may remember that Eladane was the word for the Dragon Emperor. And you also hear something about corruption and fire, like cleansing fire, purging fire, something about fire and corruption. So it's like little bits and pieces. Eladane, corruption and fire maybe, and something about a dragon. And so you hear those words several times, and the creature now floats over in front of this door and stops. And is just sort of standing there.
Well, Chuff begins to relate all of this information to everybody else, and there are points where he's mentioning that he thinks he's heard somebody reading that from an old book, and he kind of hitches in the middle of the sentence, like it's physically uncomfortable to him to just it was a book. I don't remember it clearly, but it was the dragon. Emperor.
Eladane.
That name, yes.
She's talking about the Dragon Emperor. So she must know something of this power which we seek, yes?
Um.
Oh,
uh,
and Toriel, check out this big hammer I found.
It's a spectacular hammer.
Okay, so Toriel did get a little wary, so he's not going to touch it. But he would definitely like to do appraise the handiwork of it. Like, does this seem like something that was used for decorative purposes, or
No.
is it actually a weapon that
It looks like a
is
weapon.
crafted in a meaningful manner for like everyday use?
It sure well, yeah, I mean it sure looks like it's more than ceremonial, that's for sure. And it is maybe the nicest like warhammer you've ever seen. The jewels that are set in it indicate also probably Toriel that it was custom designed. Like it wasn't just this is one of the, this is number 5 of lot 15. Like this is a one of a kind thing, you would guess, because it's not just ceremonial. Now you would need to pick it up and, like see all the details if you wanted. But from what you can see from distance, no, this looks like a legit, no joke, actual for use in anger weapon. Yeah, exactly. The decorations offer you no tactical advantage, Big Boss says. But it does look spectacular, though. And the creature again, yes, Eladane, and then points at the door. Like
I was just about to say,
yeah,
Chuck's going to walk over there.
At the portcullis. I should say the portcullis where you're standing, yeah. Not at the door. She's standing in front of the door, but she's pointing at the portcullis. But she doesn't, scream or yell or anything, but it's just, yeah.
Well, Chuff is going to move in and kind of go over next to her. And
she looks at you. Kasan Eladane.
And he points to, indicates the group and points towards the door with kind of a questioning look on his face, like, do we go through?
Doesn't move, but says, Kasan Ya Eladane, and points away again at the portcullis.
Mm-hmm.
Big Boss is cooking today. Be so much easier. Portcullis was portcullis in all languages. Yes, it's true.
And so Chuff kind of is like looking around the room, and he notes the door on his side is still closed, but the one opposite him is open.
That is true, and actually that was default that way, and I don't 100% know why. Bear with me just a second.
Because the Wight was using the restroom when we got here.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's accidentally open. That should be closed. Yeah.
The circle is supposed to be Chikor, right? The brown circle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chikor has a
because
thing.
we do have a token. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you use it?
Oh, where is it?
Well,
Maybe
I uploaded
upstairs.
it to my Roll20, but I don't have permission to add any things.
Did you send me the token, Tari?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
sent you all the tokens.
Let me find it.
Or alternatively, just give me rights to add pictures.
No, I got it.
The Earth.
I got it. I will do just a moment.
Hey,
Oh,
giant
yeah.
chicken.
Okay.
Chico had a lot of bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give control of Chikor to the two people that are all about that Chikor life. And that's...
Well, technically, neither of us has control over Chikor, so...
Not yet, but you will.
No, I mean, like...
Well, I know, but...
character.
But you can move him. Her, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're right. I'll give it control to Bruce, to Tari, and to me, so that we can all kind of work together, basically. I don't need to put a nameplate. We all know who that is. Okay. Right.
One
okay.
and only.
There's Chikor. All right. So, yes, you can see Chikor now standing there, looking bravely / terrified. And the creature, again, pointing away. Azamigala Eladane.
Pointing at whomst?
At the portcullis.
At the portcullis.
Where we came in.
Right.
Ah.
Do you think she's trying to tell us that Eladane went that way?
Or we need to go down one of those hallways.
No, I'm sure that's not what she means.
I should say that now that you're this close, by the way, you can see a slightly into here. And you can see what looks like, it should have worked, I think.
It did. There's a little bit of the room exposed.
A little more. Okay. It's not showing up on chat, but that's okay. You can see what looks like I guess the best way to describe it would be there are
A busted open sarcophagus.
Yes, a broken open sarcophagus, which seems to have been opened from the inside with tremendous force. And let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can open up an instance where we can see that.
Well, we may have already had a run-in with its former inhabitants, so...
Conceivable. Okay. Let me do this. Bear with me, chat. I'm just making sure that I find the right one. Just player. Okay, hang on just a second.
He came out of this. Do we care at all about putting him to rest again?
What does Ahatea know about like undead
Fixed it.
stuff?
Before I make you make a roll, you tell me, because you may not need to make one. Like, what do you specifically? What do you mean?
Given how she lit up when she detected necromancy, I suspect she knows.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
No, I mean,
exactly.
she might have read some bullshit. You know, that's also possible. But like the idea is like basically, do undead have to be properly buried, or they might rise again, or something like that?
It very much depends. You know that undead are often very location specific, so there are certain rules that they follow, and certainly you know that undead creatures in tombs in particular often have like particular rules associated with them. You know, it's possible sometimes you know that undead creatures will rise again and again until something specific is done to permanently lay them to rest through the use of something. Sometimes simply the defeating of a creature in a particular area of a tomb or outside of the tomb will permanently destroy it. As far as laying them to rest, but the problem is it's all over the place. Sometimes it's, you know, you need to...
Oh yes, this guy's all over the place now.
Like, that's actually literally true. In this case, for sure. But you need to, like, you know, sometimes purify, like, an altar. Sometimes you need to take away an item. Sometimes you need to not take away an item. It really depends on the location more than anything, you know, direct. And sometimes you can't do anything to banish something. It just, like, floats around or, you know, wanders around scraping a sword on the ground. In this case, though, it's pretty obvious that whatever this thing was, I mean, you could try to, like, peek around where the ghost is and see the rest of the room, but the ghost is definitely standing in front of the room for whatever reason, continually doing this thing about Gasoyan Eladane.
Okay. So to answer Chuff's question, Atea would stroke the bottom of her bill, like. I suppose it depends. There is, of course, the possibility that our smashed to pieces friend might reassemble himself after being put together in one spot. But also, maybe he will put himself together again just because we did not do that. So,
Stunning.
Yes.
Do we have any sense now that we see this apparition that would our best educated guess be that the guy that we beat outside was the knight and that this isn't the knight? Because she's got a big hammer, that kind of is maybe knightly.
You also believe from what you heard of the story that the knight was male, and at least this one is feminine presenting, for whatever that means. And that what you defeated sure as heck looked like a knight. But until you can see the full room, I mean, you might look in and it might be like, hi, like it might be standing behind the sarcophagus. I mean, you don't know. But what you defeated looks much more knight-like than the ghost in front of you, that's for sure.
Right.
Getting a slightly closer look at the hammer now that I'm standing by the table.
Yes.
Does it seem like the hammer's motif is similar to her armor?
I would say
Like, is it from the same culture, for example?
yes.
Does
I
it look like it belongs to her?
The reason I'm hesitating is not really a motif, because there are basically 3 gems set on either side of the handle of this hammer, and they are 3 kind of almost aquamarine color on each side, and so in a sense, I guess they sort of address the color of the ghost, but like it's not specific. You don't think it's related to that. But I will tell you, since you asked, that on the mummified woman, so not the ghost, but the body that's sitting there, is this beautifully conditioned gilded chainmail. So unlike the rusty chainmail that was outside, this is not rusty at all, and the chainmail looks like it's in line with the hammer, like roughly speaking. It also is kind of an aquamarine-ish color. So the chainmail and the hammer look like each other, and maybe like the ghost-ish, but definitely the chainmail and the hammer look related. It looks like very nice chainmail.
And going back out to look at what's left of the knight and his somewhat smished armor, how regal does it look? Whether it's in really good condition or not, is there any regalness to it?
I would say yes. It is very much, it's plate mail, and it's very antiquated. In its time, it clearly would have been, extremely impressive plate mail. Now it seems to have been destroyed by worn down by not only your attacks, but by the vicissitudes of time. This chainmail in here, though, is not seem to have been affected by time the way that does out there. But yeah.
So Chubb is going to grab the helmet and the chest piece from the knight outside and take them back in, carrying them with something approximating reverence, at least some respect for an enemy worthy of respect.
Okay.
And take it back to the door and moving as though he's going to take this back and put it back where it belongs to see if she moves at all.
Ah, okay. So you're heading towards the door with the sarcophagus, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do that, when you move towards it, is Chikgor, by the way, still there, or has Chikgor been backed up at this point? Frogor.
Chikgor's with me over here.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So Chuff, if you're moving into position where that is, then when you do that, so the ghost kind of like draws back a little bit and then sort of bends over and touches the helm. And I need to find I'm going to use Frogor for a minute because I need to find the particular
thermonuclear explosion icon.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm actually trying to find what the equivalent. We had this issue before, thinking about. I'm going to have you make an awareness roll. I still don't have something that quite matches insight for me, but okay. I'll take awareness in this case, Jeff.
16 over 14.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know. Definitely the ghost sort of. Seems almost nurturing, but that's not right. Something about the helm, and kind of drifts the hands around it, and then sort of looks up at you, and there's a real sadness in the eyes of this ghost-like creature. And then it says, in a sort of quieter, pointing away again at the portcullis, Yasan Eladane. And points away. Does not seem like it's moving away from in front of the door with the sarcophagus, though.
Said she did move back a little bit.
Draw back and then forward, like not
Okay.
out of the way, but just sort of almost in surprise, but again, hard to tell.
Okay.
So
if I try to move past her to take it in there, does she continue to block me?
I need to confirm that's what you're going to try to do.
Yeah.
Okay. When you do this and you sort of go past, she looks down at you, and again there are those sad eyes, and then she says, Yasnyanan Eladane, and her face contorts and becomes like a mask of death, a skull, a ghostly skull over her face, and she attacks. Okay.
Damn it.
I need...
Could I take this opportunity to describe the first action that I do want to prepare?
Sure. I thought you were going to say, can I take this opportunity to run like hell for the rope?
No,
that could be.
No, that's
I
fine,
was
yes.
about to say, though, Toriel has been eyeing this with suspicion,
Okay.
not trusting what he sees. So the moment she turns, he would like to basically grab the nearest thing he can get his hands on, which is probably the hammer on
Which
the
is
table.
the hammer. Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
take a swing.
All right. That's great. I love that. When you grab the hammer, now this is, okay, we're not going to, yeah, so that's the thing. First of all, when you grab it, it is so light, Toriel, as you pull it free from the hands of the mummified creature, which it also then turns around and then Death Mask glares at you, by the way, the ghost does, so apparently that's also not cool. But when you grab the hammer, you almost throw it back over your head. You have never felt anything so light before. It is perfectly balanced. Just like, you know, it's got heft on at the head of the thing, but it is far lighter than it looks. So, with all that said, you got yourself a hammer. So we'll talk about, I don't think you can get a surprise round or a head attack on it, but you will be able to attack with the Warhammer this round because you grabbed it. So let's get some combat music. I want something different for this, though. Let's go with this. All right, there we go. Great, let's do this. All right, we're going to deal. We're going to deal one card. We're going to deal to all players. And we're going to deal like that. Okay.
Fitting.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, sorry. Let's move our...
It's okay, I got mine.
You got yours? Okay. Okay, I'm going to move this down here. I think this was Tari's idea to put these tokens
Works
down
well.
here, and it's a good idea. Good thinking.
I
Tari.
have those on occasion.
That was a good idea. All right. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit so chat can see. Great. All right. So we've got, oh God. All right. We're going to move this up here. So that's going to be, in fact, I'm going to move this. Yeah, so it's a little closer. Yeah, that's a good call. Frogor, can I move you? I'm just moving your copy token here, Bruce, so that you can, so that people can see it. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we got 3, 7, 10. Great. Okay. So we're going to start out. Frogor, you were the first to act. You can see this.
Is Toriel not? He's got a 2.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I did not see the 2. Sorry, Toriel. That what? As we said, as Trent just said, perfect narratively about what's going on here. So, okay.
Still didn't
So-
adjust the measurements for the map.
It still isn't.
You have it set to 5 meters per square, which is not right. I think it should be 2 meters per square.
That's a good
Let me
question.
double check.
Because that'd still be like 6.5 feet.
Should be 2 by 2 meters, I think, per square. Trying to think of how to do that though, because if I go over to the
Theater of the math.
deck size, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. There's got to be a way to do it on the map, but this is, of course, the map that they included. So, So I have to think about how to do it. Anyway, these are 2x2 squares. Hey, Echo.
Just something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, the music is fun, Prince Justin, for sure. Okay, yes, I will keep that in mind. For future, in the meantime, we all keep it in mind. And so we're looking at, first to go is going to be Toriel. Okay, so this creature, this hideous, foul creature now, has, like is in full-out attack mode. So you're going to swing at it. Go ahead and swing. Swing about a swing.
Toriel, clearly terrified of his last experience, basically lunges forwards, trying to do as much damage as possible.
Okay.
Like some sort of like a damage control move.
Yep. What's your strength, by the way, Toriel?
My strength is 16.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yep. Light, like I said, lightest thing you've ever felt as far as a weapon. Okay, jump forward. Let's see. I think I have to try to give you... I'll have to give you this weapon later on. For now, though, do you have a Warhammer's, like, thing that you can do?
I can just roll for the hammer skill.
Yeah, let's have you do that. And then
So if
I need to check.
you need to roll a modifier, then just tell me.
No, there's no modifier, but I do need to check and see what a light Warhammer damage is. So let's see. Can I find items? Gear. Weapons, yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, 74. There we go. Okay, so the light Warhammer is... let's see. It's that. Bludgeoning. Yeah, so you're using still your hammer skill, but it's going to do 2d6 damage. And I think your club does... Is it 2d8 damage?
Yes, the club does 2d8.
This is going to do 2d6. However, you'll see why this is a good thing to have in a minute. Assuming you hit.
Okay. I'll just put this in here as like a bare bones thing for now and try to roll on it.
Okay, sounds good. Then we'll adjust it. Also, Crocs, you've been inspired by Prince Justin. Thank you, Prince Justin.
Ooh.
So you're rolling this with a boon.
I'm rolling this with a boon, okay. I just guess I just roll it twice, do it?
Yep, because Prince Justin wants to see this thing hit. So do I.
Nah, it's a good thing, that though.
Yeah, how about no? Try it again.
So, wait. I did just re-roll, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
When that thing slams into the creature lets out a like a shout, and this you feel, now it's a ghost, right? But you feel it slam into the ethereal body of this thing. This weapon is obviously magical, Crocs, and Toriel, and the damage that has been done, it takes all of it. There is definitely no resistance to the damage done by this hammer. So, kablam. And when it does that, all 3 gems glow at the same time, an aquamarine-ish green. Okay, so good job. That was a necessary boon, by the way, Prince Justin. Thank you. Good call.
Thank you very much.
Takes all of that 13 damage. And you can even see, as you pull your hammer free, Toriel, little wisps of the ghost's form sort of drifting away from it. Okay, nice opening hit. Also, you should move your token up to next to it, because I don't think you slammed it over the table. There you go.
I thought I did, but now I did, yes.
You could be also right next to it there if you wish. That's up to you. You could be here too. It's up to you.
That seems like a better fit, actually.
Okay,
yes.
Sounds good. All right, good hit. Okay, next up is Frogor. All right, Frogor, you've just seen this magnificent warhammer slam into the ghost with great effect.
How dare this guy, who's not even a true follower of Ahatea, hit the ghost so magnificently? It's not fair. Frogor has been following Ahatea forever. Not that it was a very long time, because time passes so quickly when you're following Ahatea, because she's truly terrible, and it's a pleasure to follow her. But anyway, how dare he? And so Frogor is gonna show Toriel, he's also good at swinging things.
I could swing
and,
too.
Yeah, he's gonna swing his sword angrily.
Tari, you missed the fact that when Toriel hit with the weapon, it hit a lot. The ghost was hit a lot. And
No, I did not miss that.
And you were here for that? Okay.
Or I missed it. Which did you mean?
No, I meant because I thought Tari was away when this happened, so I thought I didn't.
No, I was back for when that started.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I was gone, however.
Okay. Oh, you were gone for it. Okay, well then, guess what? It glowed. The 3 gems on each side glowed, and the ghost was not a fan of being hit by that thing at all. Okay, so you do hit it, Frogor, and you dramatically and impressively, hit it in your practiced way. And when you hit it, the sword passes right through it with 0 effect.
That is super sharp.
He wouldn't even have found the hammer if not for me.
Frogor's really annoyed.
Are you moving anywhere, Frogor?
No.
Okay. Next up is the creature, which has been grievously, which has been hit. Not at the edge of death yet, or undeath, but has been grievously hit. So looking at all of you, let's see. I don't think it's going to go the way. All right. Let's see. I'm not going to have Chuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Chuff is going to be 1. No, not Chuff's not going to do that. Frogor is 1. Toriel is 2. And Ahatea is 3. Ahatea. Suddenly, this creature winks out of existence for a minute and then appears in front of you and wraps its arms around you, Ahatea.
Oh.
And you feel the chill of the grave as you were embraced, this attempt to smother your spark of life. It is going to do to you... Oops, not what I meant to do. Let's see if I can get it to do this thing. Yeah. It is going to do 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Ahatea.
Ay.
Afraid you can't dodge or parry this either.
No, really?
And it's going to leave you dazed. Now, the dazed condition, as all
Well,
should
that's
know.
just agility.
Right, that's
blah.
right. So go ahead and
Yeah.
mark dazed, please.
Yes.
All right. As it hits you with its ghostly embrace. Okay.
This is what happens when anyone tries to hug me, like in real life.
You feel the chill of the grave. Ah! Okay. So let's see. That's going to lead us to, that was 6. So 7 is Ahatea. You have just been deadly embraced by this creature.
Right. Oh, your hacks are cold, huh? 2 can play at this game. And she casts Frost.
Okay.
Sorry, Toriel, this also hits you.
I was just about to say, is this what she was going to do upstairs? Because if she's like, run, Chuff's going to be like, no, not again. I'm not
doing that
falling
again.
for it.
No. You guys are out of range because I'm assuming they mean that it's a 4-meter diameter, not a radius. They don't specify in the spell.
That sounds right. Yeah. So it would be in this spot.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. And it's not going to hit you, right? It like is around you.
It doesn't specify. I don't. It would be weird if it did.
It can't be.
But it doesn't.
It's got to be in front of you as a
clarify.
circle, I would think.
It says you drastically lower the temperature around you. All natural fires in the air, blah, 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 blah. And all living creatures. Oh, wait, living creatures. Shit, this is a ghost. No, wait, this doesn't work.
I will let you do something else if you want. This is a new system to everybody. If you want to do another spell, you can do that.
No, in that case, because like the thing that she hit me with, does that technically count as a spell that she did?
No, it is not a spell. That is part of her natural attack.
Okay.
Supernatural attack.
That's true. It's a supernatural attack. It's smothering spark of life attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is definitely not going to be in the rules, I think. But her light spell is still active on her staff.
That's true.
Does that technically make her staff magical?
Mm,
Like, not to the point where it can hurt her, but you know...
It doesn't make it into a magic weapon. It's because the aura of it would be not intense enough to make the staff into a weapon.
Well, the staff already is a weapon.
Well, I mean, to make it into a magical weapon is what I should say.
Dang it.
Yeah, I would say not. But magic might work, just not frost.
Okay, this is like a complete shot in the dark. I'm gonna
you've got
try do this, and I'm not expecting this to necessarily work, but Altair would do it anyway, and that is to cast Ignite on her hair, which is a magic trick. You light or extinguish a candle, torch, or lantern within 10 meters.
Okay.
With the idea, like, I'm assuming this is not going to hurt her, but, it might distract her, at least to let her go.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's for one.
Interesting imaginary. Interesting. Okay. All right, so you're going to... and this one is just a magic trick, right? So it doesn't require will power points?
Yeah, one
point. Okay.
1 point, but I don't... Do I have to roll for magic tricks?
You'd have to click on it, though, because then it will deduct the willpower point, or it should. If it doesn't do it, then...
I already clicked.
Oh, you didn't? It didn't do anything? Okay. So just deduct your willpower points by 1.
Wait, what did you want me to click on?
Isn't there a... Don't you have that spell on your
I have a
sheet?
physical spellbook.
Yeah, so click on the paper.
Oh, okay. Wait. Click? No, that didn't do anything.
Oh, well.
Okay, all right. So just deduct...
Turn it off and on again.
So just deduct a willpower point.
Yeah, I did.
When you do this, all you see is a poof. It's just like a little puff, and it doesn't do anything.
Ah! Yeah, she
Hoping she
starts
was
to
gonna-
wiggle around, and it's like, let me go, you foul beast. And that's her turn.
Yeah, and you were not, by the way, restrained by this creature, I should just say. You've been embraced.
Wait, why did you tell me that before? You said she wrapped her arms around.
I said you're deadly embraced, and I said you were dazed. I didn't say you were restrained or limited or restricted. I didn't say any of those things. I just thought you were trying to do something else cool.
Altair was so surprised by all of this happening that she just froze in place. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, moving to last but certainly not least, Chuff. So you have seen what has happened. You've seen an attempt to... So you see Altair trying to make a spell, didn't do it. And then but you did see Toriel absolutely wail the living you-know-what out of it. You also saw Frogor miss it, despite the fact it looked like Frogor hit. So taking all that into account, what do you want to do? Throw Chickgore directly.
Look, a June bug. The old southern United States saying is that you'd be on something faster than a duck on a June bug. That's why I was really hoping there were June bugs in that hallway, but there weren't. So
yeah, nope.
Oh well.
Centipede spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's millipedes. Millennium peds.
Yeah. How tall is she, the ghost?
Pretty tall. I would say 6'6".
Oh, okay.
Tall.
Yeah. Much taller than Ahatea.
Yes.
It's not difficult.
Right. That's. Okay. This might be an improvised weapon sort of thing because I don't know how well this is going to work. But Chuff is going to he is going to, since he's got the helm bashed as it is in one hand, he's going to move forward, and as he's passing by the mummified corpse, one would hope it was a corpse if it were mummified, he's going to grab the front of the chainmail.
Okay.
And he's going to bring both of them, the what he presumes was a somewhat magical helmet and what he believes is definitely magical chainmail, and try to slam them together on either side of this ghost's head.
So if you're going to pick, to be aware, getting the chainmail off of that creature.
No, he's not taking it off. She's mummified. She's a lot lighter than she would be when she was alive.
I see. So you're going to try to slam the entire body with chainmail, essentially, next to a helmet.
The chainmail is the focus of the
Right.
hit.
No, I know, but the body's going to come with it.
Right. Yep.
I love that this is coming from the same person who was like, we should respectfully put all the knight's pieces back in his coffin for him.
Well, that was before they attacked Chikor.
No, that was his. He was asking because his intent was to see if she would move aside and let him in there if he was bringing the remains back. He actually doesn't give a damn. He's just trying to get a way to get her out of the way, which she is now, but he thought she was going to go in there and leave.
Okay, I will allow this, but I'm going to ask you to make, I think, can I have you make a direct strength check, I wonder, or do I make this?
I mean, I could use, I have unarmed attack in my attacks, which is a D6.
Yeah, but I need to make sure that you can actually pick this thing up the way that you want to do it. I think, go ahead and make a strength check. I think if you just click on it, I think it might give you, allow you to make the strength check on its own.
All right. Well, I have the exhausted condition, so let's see what happens. Click. 17.
Could push.
Versus what?
Versus a 14.
Okay, now I will push.
Okay.
Click.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Wow. So that's a demon, y'all. So that good news is that you get, it looks like it got marked, like you marked it scared, or it marked scared.
Yeah, that was from last time.
Oh, that's from last time. Okay.
I remember I got both of those last time.
So go ahead and tell me which one of these you're going to mark, and then I'm going to explain what happens on the demon.
Under these circumstances, he's going to get disheartened.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah. So what happens on the demon is, which is going to be an experience mark, so not all bad. But
maybe
you try to grab the sort of thing and kind of pull it up, and as you do so, you bang. So remember, sitting in the chair underneath the table, you're one-handed trying to pull it up. Now I have great admiration for Chuff, but that's a lot to do all at once. So what ends up happening is the helmet kind of swings, and you sort of it's kind of like pull it up out of the chair, but not up enough to be able to sort of swing it together. Instead, you just sort of smash in front of it. You'll be happy to know that the ghost turns towards you and goes, "Gus," and so it some even incomprehensible within its own language probably. So it's real angry at you. So congratulations.
I touched it without permission. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's angry. But yes, unfortunately, you were not able to do the attack you would hope for, Chuff. It was a good idea, but sadly, was not to be. But you do get a mark. Okay.
And so he's like, shit.
Well, damn it. All right, so we're going to recall. I can never get that. Okay. I'm going to shuffle after recalling, and we deal one card to all players, and go. All right. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, Toriel. Hey, Toriel gets to go first. That's convenient.
Nice.
I'm wondering what you're going to do here, Toriel, but I think I have a guess.
So, Toriel has left the realm of reasonable thinking at this point. So he sees something in front of him, which he was able to hit, and he has had a very bad experience just a short while back, so he will keep swinging at it.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I didn't think so.
Sounds like perfectly logical thinking to me.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead and swing away. Yep.
That was so close.
Okay, so you do hit, and all right, again, you smash into it solidly. It's starting to look very it's sort of hard, like, even more like there's drifting bits and pieces off of it. Again, the gems glow green, and you think you hear a slight hum coming from the weapon. Not a purr, not a cat, but a low hum.
Mary's hungry.
Okay, now it is the
Frostborn hungers.
It is, that's right. It is the creature's turn. It is going to roll. Yep. Okay. It lets out there's a horrible grimace, first of all. The face contorts.
The worst
again.
McDonald's character ever.
And it lets out a scream that chills your souls. And all of you are going to suffer a fear attack. So, like, what is that fear attack? I'm glad you asked.
You are welcome to try and chill my soul. I have fur, doofus.
My one weakness. Okay. Right. So all of you, please, must make a roll against willpower. Just make a willpower roll, unless you are immune to
Is this affected by pre-existing conditions?
particularly frightening
Well, if you're
events can
scared,
be-
yeah.
Yes, that's right. You know what I'm gonna? Yes, but go ahead and go. Yes, I'm not gonna say anything yet because I want to see how the rolls go. Because it will have an impact on things.
I know that
Okay.
we discussed how to do this before.
Gonna give myself a boon with my ill-tempered
Yes.
ability. So I'm also angry now.
Actually, and that's willpower. Yep. Cool. Chuff, you are apparently warmed by your fur, as you said. So
Told you.
affected. A Frogor is made of stronger stuff than this. Ahatea is also safe. The only one who is affected by this is Toriel, but I want to make a point here because Toriel, as you are sort of like, as you're sort of like just this terrified look, right? This terrified feeling crosses over you. And then you note the gems in your hammer are glowing bright green again. And a feeling of, I hate to do the Undertale thing, it fills you with determination. The fear passes. And if you're not mistaken, the ghost shrinks slightly away from you. Thank you, Kooky Canuck, for the Prime sub. What's up, Kooky? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope all is well in the Great White North.
Yeah,
Good
it
to
has
see
been
you.
a while.
Good to see you, Kooky. Thank you so much. I hope all's doing well. So yes, you are not affected by this fear attack, Toriel. You would have been normally, but something about this weapon and this ghost has kept you from being so. Okay, you are now determined. You are Ahatea, not someone else. We are all Spartacus. Okay. Yeah, so you were not impacted by it, Toriel. Okay, that was that creature, which means it's up to Chuff is up next. No, sorry, I'm wrong. Ahatea is up next. Ahatea, who was recently deadly embraced.
Yeah, she's just cursing this ghost out in Mallard language. And then reaches into her pocket and throws the mummy dust in her face. Pocket sand!
Okay.
That doesn't do anything.
So you toss it on the creature, and the little particles, it sort of roar, as it kind of grimaces at you. The dust sort of settles on top of this shimmering image, and the ghost sort of
Oh, she's distracted. Good, I'm booking it.
it's sort of like, what are you doing? It does not slow it down.
Yeah, but she's distracted, right?
Yeah.
Evidently, you played her being distracted. Ergo.
I would say for about, yeah, sure. I'll allow distraction for one turn. I think that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I hear you, Kooky.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's my turn.
Okay. Just circles around the room. I love it. Okay. All right.
Well, unless the table is so tall that I can literally just walk under it.
You
because
probably
it's
could
so
crawl
small.
under it, I think, but regardless.
Yeah, but that would take just as long as walking around
Yes,
it,
true.
probably. So.
Okay, that's going to lead us to Chuff next. Would you like to do
Hey.
Chuff?
he's now that the thing is freed
Mm-hmm.
from the table, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes, it's sort of lying on its back, but yes.
But I mean, the way I kind of picture it is it would be like a in high school, like a bully grabbing a nerd and picking them up by the front of the,
Yep.
the
Mhm.
thing. It's just,
Yeah.
but he's like pulling the thing and it gets stuck under the table. And just like that, one of those moments where the bully tries to do something intimidating and winds up screwing it up and looking like an idiot. But now he's kind of mostly got the thing free, maybe snapping the lower legs off or something. And so he's just like, and he just tries to bring him in like a cymbal crash again.
Okay. So essentially, like an improvised weapon.
Yep, basically.
Let's call that. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Can be dodged but not parried. Okay. Let me have you make an acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah!
A demon. So you try to. Okay, another demon. As you try to pull this up, the thing is like it's. So the thing fell over, right? And it was like on its back, sort of like this, right? So you then try to pull it as like you. It like goes over on its side, and now you're just kind of dragging it along the ground. And like I can't imagine what your companions are thinking about as they're looking at you dragging this thing around, and you've still got the helmet, and even the ghost is like, Aladdin, like, seems confused. Chuff seems like something's really important that Chuff's going to do any minute now.
Any second.
But unfortunately, not on this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, let's see. I think I'll mark, because I have to mark one for that, right?
Yes. I think I think it'll mark automatically, won't it?
Oh, it did. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
So that leads us to Frogor.
Yeah.
As you see your companion.
Chuff is like, look. Oh.
Frogor actually, we're the Batrito buddies, you know, and Frogor feels a little bit impotent, I suppose. Like, you know, this ghoul person came and attacked Mistress Ahatea, and Frogor couldn't do anything about it, but Toriel could. And now Chuff is also failing what he's trying to do, and it kind of, his anger is still directed at Toriel for no reason. Toriel's done nothing wrong. And so it's almost like us versus him, where Frogor wants Chuff to succeed because that would show Toriel what's what.
Mr. Fancy Pants Warhammer.
So can Frogor use his turn to like go over and almost like pick up the corpse and just arrange it in a way in Chuff's hands so that it's just like so ready for next turn.
So
like
you go over and you're like, you just position it so Chuff can pick. What? I can't imagine what Chuff is. Chuff kind of like waiting as you set it up.
Kind of. Basically,
It's like T-ball. You're like setting it up for the kid, like get ready to hit the ball.
He keeps pulling on it, and some limb gets stuck under the edge of the table, or the leg goes through between the legs of the chair, or something. And with Frogor coming over and being like, and angrily, like maybe snapping a leg off so it doesn't get caught the next time around, or something.
Yeah.
It's just imagining Toriel's arm, and he's like,
I love it.
it's just Frogor standing on the table, like arranging things, and then at the end, just like pats Chuff hard on the back, like in a sort of, you've got this, champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing 36 points of damage, and Chuff falls over dead.
I love it. All right.
And then looks dirtily at Toriel.
Does Toriel
There's a
notice,
puppy
by
in
the
the
way?
background.
I like the idea that Toriel doesn't ever notice this happening.
Toriel is very busy being terrified of what's in front of him.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I've dealt you a new set of cards.
Oh, so you have.
one. And unfortunately, one of them involves S. Yes. Sorry. Or,
The check earlier, like the will check, like that wasn't a skill roll, right? Like that doesn't count as a skill roll.
No, I don't think so. No. It would
Okay, then
just
we
be-
need to keep that in mind for future reference. That means that I can't use my ill-tempered feature. It does only works on
okay.
skill rolls.
Gotcha. As it turns out, you would have passed anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll keep that in mind. Okay.
Yes. Also, there is. Oh no, not anymore. Rip, there was a puppy in the background at Bruce's.
Yes, there was. Been back there several times.
I hadn't noticed. Because
There,
the
there
other
he goes
screen.
again. Oh, she's
Oh, it's
running
there.
through.
Ah,
Okay.
I clicked
All right.
bad.
I'm waiting on.
The 2 is mine. I
2
moved
is
it too
mine.
far.
That's fine. Toriel, what do you got for a roll here? Or for a card, I mean. Oh, 10.
Nice.
Well,
I'm busy picking up the pieces.
okay. So, let's see. Ahatea is 1 in this case. Frogor is 2. Toriel is 3. The ghost is going to continue not to attack. Sorry. Chuff is 3. The ghost is not going to attack Toriel for some reason.
Oh,
4. Nope. I need 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So, Frogor. The creature materializes here.
damn it.
And
I just finished arranging the she moves. Can't believe this.
Well, you arrange the physical body, so that's
Yeah.
still fine.
so as you see, the ghost sticks its hand into your body, Frogor, and you feel an icy hand grip your heart. You are going to take 11 points of damage
Ouch!
and become scared, or you would become scared if it were not for the fact that you are currently down. Now, we have not had the chance to talk about, as you were hit by the touch of death, what happens when you go down, because we haven't had this moment. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But don't worry, chat. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Frogor's dying words to Chuff will be just encouragement, like, you can do it, Patrito, buddy.
So, okay, if your HP reaches 0, which it is, you drop to the ground and risk dying. You cannot move or perform any actions except trying to rally. So on your turn, in each subsequent roll, or each subsequent round, you must make a death roll, which is a roll against your con. The death roll cannot be pushed. Now, I will also say that if you suffer additional damage from this point forward, it would automatically count as a failed death roll. However, another person can attempt to rally you, literally, and I love this, they can persuade you to rally and keep fighting. So you can keep fighting, but you're going to keep making death rolls. They can also, save your life with a successful healing roll, although without bandages they get a bane to the roll. This counts as an action. And you can make multiple attempts to do that, although obviously not in the same turn. Are there any purchasable inspirations left? I think both of the channel point inspirations have been used, I'm afraid, Prince Justin. You'll be happy to know that Tren has a couple, but won't be able to use it on his own character, so we'll see the impact that has. So, the next one to act is going to be Ahatea, so we'll talk about the death roll situation in a minute. But Ahatea, you've seen your minion go down, so you have a couple of options. You can try to deal with the ghost. You can try to restore your minion to life by saving them, or by persuading them to keep fighting. So persuading them to keep fighting means they'll keep fighting, but they're also still making death rolls. But saving life means you're actually trying to heal them.
That would be take an action from you, though, right?
It would take an action, yes.
Dang it!
Frogor will understand. He's happy to lay his life down for the mistress.
Can't lose Frogor.
I don't think we
It's
will
like
lose
Chitgor
Frogor.
is queued up, ready to go.
I mean, we have like at least one round to spare for this, right? So Tia is just like too blinded by her own anger right now, so she keeps going.
Okay.
And like so far we've seen that like non-magic attacks just like face through her, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so Ahatea would just run through her to get into the room above.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just clip right through there.
You are going to... There is the danger... It will be able to get an attack on you when you do that. Unless you evade.
And evasion costs an action?
No, it would not. It would be part of your movement, but you would have to evade to prevent it hitting you.
How much movement? Half movement or what?
Wait, say again? What?
How much movement does it cost?
Oh, no, it doesn't cost movement. You can evade for free on the way if it makes an attack of opportunity against you, which I will tell you it will do if you run through its body.
Okay, yeah, I want to run.
Okay.
So that's 4 meters.
All right. So go ahead and make your evade check, please.
There. That's agility. That means I get a bane. Does it do that automatically? Yes.
It does. Well, the good news is you got a demon. Hey.
Hooray. But I already had that. Yeah.
You could push that if you want.
No, I can't because I already am dazed.
So then you can't push that.
No.
Okay, so that means it is going to hit you. Let's see with what.
It's all its might.
No, it's done that. Okay. That's what I thought. That's interesting. That's what I thought might happen. It lunges at you as you go by. You are knocked back 4 meters, so I would say that it literally bashes you over the sarcophagus. So you hit the wall, and then you're going to suffer that amount of bludgeoning damage, and you land prone. So you were down to 5 points of damage. And that doesn't...
Wait, I get 5 points of damage?
You get 4 points of damage. So you have 9, right?
At 5 hit points.
Yeah. So 9 minus 4, so you have 5. And you're also prone on the other side. But you are on the other side of the sarcophagus now.
To get up again, how does that work here?
If you're prone, you should be able to just get up on your movement when you have an opportunity to move. But I would say you won't be able to do that until next turn.
But I still have 3 fields of movement left, 6 meters.
Yeah, but not now, though. Not once you've been slammed into a wall. But you have been slammed into a wall.
Let me have this!
Hey, listen. I also will tell you, though, now that you're in here, you can see that right above, as you kind of look up behind you, on the wall behind you, there is a painting of a dragon. And there is a rider on the back of the dragon. In this mural above you. Also, I will tell you that you can see something kind of glittering because there's this podium, right, and there's the sarcophagus of stone on top of it. But you can see there is a piece, and specifically there is where's my thing at? That one, it's not that one. Where's my map? Okay, give me a second while I go over there to find the map so I can see the piece. Yes, roll 20 whenever you're ready. Okay, good. There's that.
What is going on with the cameras on?
Your camera turned off, and so some of us rearranged.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't
okay,
click it. Oh, maybe I clicked accidentally. I don't know.
I'll fix them in a minute.
Okay.
So what you can see is the feet. If you look at the bottom left of the map that I showed you before, the bottom of the statue, the dragon statue, the statuette, is on. You can see it kind of glittering above the pieces of rubble in the sarcophagus.
I instinctively want to reach for whatever's glittering.
I think you can probably do that even though you can't move because you're reaching from it even though you're prone. So, when you do that, when you reach for it...
All of your companions die.
Cool.
Everyone is destroyed now. Everyone is utterly destroyed now. When you reach for that item... let's see... I am going to need you, because when you touch it... 20 blades shoot out from the sarcophagus, like embedding themselves in the walls. Now,
but I'm prone. I'm on the floor.
Well, right. So here's the thing. I need you to make an evade roll, But the thing about the evade roll is that since you're prone, actually, that's a good point.
You are under the firing
I
angle.
think you
of-
actually are under the firing angle. Yeah, I think that's what happens. So I think you see. So, but it's close though. So you see a blade like pass over your bill and just like embed in the wall. Yeah, you got rid of that trap. Good job.
Holy shit. Okay.
You would not, if you were standing, it would have hit you.
Well.
Let me just check notes. 2d6 piercing damage.
No. No rolling back. No.
Also, hi, Wispy. Party taken out by a ghost after defeating a Wight. Well, they're doing damage to the ghost. They just, okay.
And it's entirely Tren's fault. So, yeah.
Exactly.
So I have the thing now, whatever the thing is in my hand.
No, you just touched it. You weren't able to actually grab it yet.
Okay.
But you'll be able to grab it next turn, just crawling your way up the sarcophagus steps, I guess.
Wait. If the knives shoot out of the sarcophagus, shouldn't they also shoot out of the open door into the ghost?
They do. There's 20 of them, but they all go like. If you want me to draw it, I can. But basically,
They all go northwards.
They all go. No, they go. They basically 3 sides: north, east, and west, not south.
Not south. Okay.
Okay. So next up, I believe, is Chuff. And then Frogor, who's going to have to make a death save unless someone does something.
Thanks to my Bat Rito buddy, my improvised weapon is released, and I can now use it as I've been intending to for the last 87 years. And he's going to go for the symbol crash again.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack again. I'll say that this time you could do it at a boon since it was set up so nicely for you by Frogor.
Yeah, sure. So that's acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's already marked from the demon the last time. So what does that mean?
So normally it would be a
Unbound.
boon, but you're getting a. Can you do it with a boon and it should then just even out and just be a flat roll? I think.
Where would I mark that? Where would I mark that?
Well, if you click boon and then do acrobatics.
Oh,
Right,
isn't
where-
that marked just for advancement though?
No, if there's no, you can mark your sheet. You can mark on your sheet boon.
At the top where it says boons?
That
see.
is correct. I think there's a thing that says. Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Boons. Oh yeah, and also something I didn't ask the others of you to do. Can the others of you besides Chuff mark stretch? That's that you've used your stretch rest.
Oh, it automatically did that.
Oh, it
when
did. Great. Lovely.
I clicked on stretch and then automatically rests for
Oh,
you
okay.
and marked the thing off.
Why am I not seeing boon here? I thought that there was.
Boon is like at the top left.
Oh, I see.
Very
I
top
see.
left.
So you should be able to mark. Yeah. So go ahead and just put in a 1 there.
Okay, done.
Okay. And now you should be able to use it. I don't know. I'm a little worried about what that refresh
We'll find
thing
out.
is. Yeah, we'll find out. Okay, it looks like you did it the correct way. And then you should move your boons down to 0.
Yeah,
over
that's
there.
weird that it doesn't do that automatically.
Yeah, it's strange, but anyway,
You can push the button next to it though.
you do succeed, and your helmet and the chainmail come slamming into the ghost, right? Not the mummy.
Yes.
Body. There is a deafening sound, and the ghost sort of looks down at the stuff and looks up at you. Does not seem to have been affected by the thing.
Dang it.
Everyone feels a little sad about it. The good news is,
Yeah.
though, you now have a mummified corpse weapon in your hand.
Well, it's been a weapon. Now it's going to be a shield.
That's gonna be a shield. Are you staying where you are? I assume. Or you could back up 5. You could back up 2 meters, I guess, basically, if you wished.
I am going to. Can I see what? Well, no, because I've been focusing on the. Oh, right, and the ghost is in front of me. Never mind. Since we're kind of the same color,
Yeah.
I keep thinking that the ghost is me. And the thing,
Well, the thing is, the ghost has a green border and you have a brown border, so that should help.
it should,
Unless you're red-green blind, then that really shouldn't help.
which I'm not.
Okay.
But I just, what's the word I'm looking for? Wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
So yeah, what Chuff is basically going to do is, since he's got a hold of the thing from the front, he's going to just chuck the helmet to the floor,
Okay.
and he's just going to keep the portion of the mummy
Held
that's
up,
got
okay.
because he's hoping that maybe this chainmail might act as something of a shield
Okay.
between him and the ghost.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, that's going to move us right along to Frogor. So now, Frogor, you are going to need to make a death roll. I will say, by the way, before you do this, it is possible, it says, and I quote, to rally yourself, rolling against your willpower with a bane. So you could try to rally yourself, but if you rally yourself, be aware, Frogor, you will then be fighting and still making death rolls every turn. So, but you could theoretically try to do that.
I would like to inspire Frogor.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay, I can try and rally.
All right, so you're going to try to, instead of persuasion, you're going to roll against your willpower, and because you've been inspired, you have a boon operating, so it should just be flat then. It should just be a willpower roll, if I'm doing all that properly.
I said, exclamation point, inspire, forgot. No, that's not what the name is.
We forgot who you gave.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That is
He knows from beyond the grave that the setup for the mummy thing didn't work, and you know, sad.
So you're going to mark you're going to mark one of your failed death rolls. I will say it counts as a failure. 3 failed death rolls mean you die. 3 successful die rolls means you recover D6 and you stop making death rolls. Rolling a dragon is 2 successful death rolls. Rolling a demon is 2 failed death rolls. Okay.
It's so good. Frogor's just got the player's handbook out, looking at the new options. Can I say that Chick Gore can tell with chicken intuition that her fellow servant of Ahatea is vulnerable and dying on the table, and she's gonna hop up and use this opportunity to eat some of his rations.
Okay. I was waiting for the punchline. All right, yes. Leaps up on the table. Chick Gore does that, dramatically eating rations while the music swells, the orchestral music. Toriel, it's your turn.
Starts eating Frogor even before it croaked.
That's what I was expecting.
Toriel, what would you like to do?
Well, that's interesting. Toriel is still very focused on the thing in front of him, so there's unfortunately little of the things he notices happening around him, so he keeps swinging.
Swing again. Hit it again. That is a miss unless you're going to push.
That's unfortunately not a hit. I can probably do that. And
Does anyone in chat have an inspiration left over?
I believe I do want to push this roll, though, if you allow that.
I'll let you push the roll. You can get an inspiration on. I want to see though if anyone's going to inspire you on this second roll, this push roll.
Sure.
Let's see.
I will inspire Toriel.
Hey.
Oh.
seems reasonable. I like the idea though that Chuff is kind of like, go ahead, make it happen. All right. So now you can do the second one with the boon, since you've been inspired.
Okay, so wait, let me see. That has no modifier currently, so let me add a single boon to that. And then let me try and... I wonder if it's added if I click the reroll button. Let me try. It didn't do anything? Oh, no, it worked.
Now
It took a moment.
Okay.
It's a good
Well,
roll.
boon
And,
didn't
actually, you might as
apply,
well,
but
you might as well
it
roll.
hit.
Oh, that was counting the boon, because I was going to say it doesn't. It looks like it only rolled once.
No, I don't think it did.
So roll again, just in case.
I'll just roll that. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
So since both hit, you might want to take the result that you want. You might want to take the one with the higher damage, I would think.
That seems reasonable, yes.
So when you hit the thing again, it smashes into the creature, and it does this, and it gets louder and louder and higher until it's painful, and then and vanishes with a
Oh
wail.
my god.
All right, vanishes with a wail. Now I'm not taking. Oh, go ahead, Taro. Yeah.
Just to note, I did push this roll, so
You are
going
gonna
to
have to mark one, yep.
Exhausted for this.
Makes sense. Okay, now I'm not taking us out of the initiative yet because we still have death rolls going on. So I'm going to recall. I'm going to shuffle and recall. I'm going to redeal these. And I'm going to include Chuff. I'm going to include Taya. I'm going to include Bruce. And I'm going to include Crocs. Okay, so I'm going to include those, but I'm not including myself this time. Okay, good. That worked the way I wanted it to because I'm not going here. So the four of you can now pull cards, and as per usual. And then we're going to see, you can try to help or assist, and or let Frogor face their fate. Okay, so Toriel, you're first. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Frogor.
One demon roll will kill me.
Right. So, so again, for healing, rallying doesn't make sense at this point because the combat is over. So it'd just be a matter of sort of saving life. It takes an action. If you have bandages, you can just do this as a normal healing roll. If you don't have bandages, you get a bane to that healing roll. And if anyone happens to have magical healing somehow, you can let me know. But otherwise. Oh, and I just realized that I never changed everyone's pictures. Sorry, chat. That was probably very confusing. Just
Sigh, Crocs.
Sorry, that's what I meant to do. There we go. Now we're back. Okay, so yes. So Toriel, are you going to make? What are you going to do? I mentioned the thing about the healing. Are you going to do that, or what do you want to do?
This is an excellent question. I believe now that the threat in front of him has vanished, Toriel begins to notice his surroundings again.
Mm-hmm.
And to his, well, slight surprise, he sees a very beat down Frogor lying there.
Apparently with a chicken eating the rations, by the way. Just
apparently with the chicken pecking away at his pockets, yes. And given that, I do believe he would try and at least help him in any way as he's capable. Unfortunately, he does not have bandages.
That's fine. So just make a healing roll at a bane. And I think we're out of, pretty much everyone is out of inspirations. Although if Nonstop's around, they could still use one. But otherwise, I don't think Shadow's here, or Hillness, or Effect Life. Effect Life may be here, I don't know. But that would be the only way to counteract this bane that you're possessing. So
does a failed healing roll on my end also add a failed death save?
No.
Okay.
Only failed on Frogor, not on you. Effect Life does have an inspiration. Hey, thank you, Effect Life. All right, so this is just a flat roll for your heal, Toriel.
Thank you, Effect Life.
Thanks, Effect Life.
I need to fix that, and then
have a lot of inspirations.
Intelligence-based thing. Okay. Okay. Then I need to add a boon on my sheet because I currently have a bane. On
Gondor called for aid. Effect Life. Frogor is right at the edge of death.
I mean,
that
he's
should hopefully work. Oh.
Well, You're like, where does this go? Like, I guess you're distracted by the chicken, probably. Like, Chick Gore, you're like, what?
Toriel is very confused. He's trying to, at the same time, help Frogor up in some way, or like encourage him to go on, continue, while at the same time, Chick Gore is trying to peck at his fingers, slightly confusing him as to what he should do, because he thinks he's just like, don't touch him.
So, unfortunately, your healing attempt, while well-intentioned, does not work. Which means Ahatea, you're up next.
Yeah, she reaches up one hand, grabs the edge of the sarcophagus to pull herself up.
Yep.
Very disoriented and first like tries to get a lay of the land.
I'll put music back on.
What exactly kind of room she is in, and also what the glittering thing was on the wall.
Yes, so to answer those questions, first of all, as far as the lay of the land, you can see your minion lying on the table, tongue out or whatever, while Chikor pecks
Very
away
long
at
tongue.
rations.
I was going to say probably a
Completely
fair bit of
normal
time.
length for a mallard.
Right.
Just like hanging down the table.
In the room where you are, you know that the floor and ceiling and walls are all made of these stone bricks, and there's this dragon with a rider on it that you can see on the wall behind you. Basically it looks exactly like the Wight that you previously destroyed. The other thing is there are these ancient runes engraved on the wall beside the fresco. So if you want, you could make a languages roll to see if you recognize what those are.
Oh god. Oh wow.
Aha.
With the Bane, I still did that.
Still got it. It makes it's something about the Emperor's gift, and then something about a holy wrath that will consume all those who touch the Emperor's gift. Something like that.
So what was the glittery thing?
It is the legs that look exactly like the legs of the statuette at the bottom left corner of the map that you saw.
Yeah, so she like looks around again, sees all the daggers on the ground. It's like, well, I guess this is dealt with, and touches the thing again, grabs it.
It's fine. You had 20 more blades shoot out. No,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Well, this is neato, and quickly looks it over and then shoves it into her robe.
Excellent. And since you stood up and you did all that, we're going to move on then to next person on the list, which is going to be Frogor. Frogor, I'm going to need you to make one of those death rolls again.
I believe you can also click on the text next to the death roll boxes.
Yep, data death roll. That is a second failure. 2 failures, people. 2 failures.
What do people think about Chitgore having been like a cursed cat? I mean, if you're a cat, that would be your worst thing, is to have been like, turned into a chicken, right?
Don't start thinking of a Chitgore backstory yet. Frogor isn't even dead yet. Okay, so that's Frogor still lying there. Chuff, you were up. What do you want to do?
He just looks at the thing. It's like at the chainmail, and just kind of sets it down and turns to Frogor to say, "It didn't work. I'm sorry," and then sees the condition that Frogor is just like, "Oh no," and immediately starts trying to heal him.
Do you have bandages?
On the CPR.
We have a bunch of mummies.
Yeah, with the things you're going to get off the mummies will not be bandage worthy, though.
I do not, but I do have an increased ability in healing because it was one of the skills that I took.
So go ahead and make the healing. You're still doing it at Bane unless someone, but I think we're out of inspirations. Effect Life has done it. The only one left, I think, is Nonstop, who's here, but Nonstop may not be here now. Because I know for a fact that Effect Life just used up theirs, so...
Greg, you can't kill Frogor because that means I have to draw a new character.
It's not me killing. I'm not doing the killing.
Chitgore has already been drawn.
And it would be me killing Frogor because I'm the one who tried to go past the ghost and triggered the attack.
Okay, so it looks like you're doing this with a Bane. Nope, that is not going to work, I am afraid. Okay, I redeal. Recall all. I forgot to shuffle.
Well, I mean, considering that, like, apparently everything that has been buried here came back as an undead, we can just get an undead Frogor.
But then it would be pronounced fat.
Yeah, I like that everyone's like, well, look, there's compensations. Just, okay, and deal. Okay, the 4 of you've got cards, so please pull those out. It's good. We're getting practice in the death rolls, everybody. You have a certain mummy issue. Okay. All right, Toriel, you're up first. Frogor is in enormous danger.
Well, probably not fully aware of what the situation is Frogor's in. Toriel still attempts to help him.
Yep.
Yeah. Although I think I'm rolling this with 2 Banes because I have...
You can't stack Banes. It's just going to be the 1 Bane.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll be good to know. You'll be glad to know.
Well.
Nope. Unfortunately not. You punch the table by the head. Why?
I did not punch his leg though, so that's.
Oh,
that's
this
good.
is big, chat. This is big. Here's Frogor. Everything comes down to this.
Do not kill Frogor, I swear to God.
Whether or not I live or die, the first thing I'm doing after this is going and buying some bandages in real life to, like, heal my soul.
Oh.
Alright, I'm clicking the button. Someone tell me what happens.
I don't want to see.
Hey, success. One
Are you kidding me?
It was a success.
Holy shit.
1 success, 2 failures. Okay. Frogor is not destroyed yet. All right. Chuff.
Same thing.
Okay. Second verse, same as the first.
Right. But now I don't have a Bane.
That's true. Wait, what?
No, I'm sorry.
You still have a Bane because you still know.
Yeah, I was
like, oh, great. I'm like, wait, what? That was a Frogor?
And it makes no sense that I wouldn't have bandages.
If you think you would have bandages, I would give it to you. You're a very honest player. I don't see why you wouldn't either, frankly. But
given what he does, he's always out.
Yeah, I think you should believe that you have them because, like, you literally were. Yeah, I don't. Yes, we'll add it to your inventory later. I don't understand why you wouldn't have them already, like, based on your backstory. This is, to be clear, not ex post factoing. I don't see why you wouldn't have them.
So I just keep reading I'm still reading through the hunter and all the various things, and I had to trying to figure out why I wouldn't have them. Anyway,
and yes, of course, I got the Frogor Lives reference to it. I think a lot of people do. All right, go to it, Chuff. So you're
healing. No,
sadly not.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I push?
Yeah, you can. Frogor can't push a death roll, but you could push a healing roll. Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
unless you already have that skill marked off, that ability marked off.
Which it's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm because I've been watching The Pit recently. I'm just imagining, like, Chuff in the ER, like, no, we go again.
She had a strong heart. A strong heart.
I was thinking of that earlier. I was thinking of the abyss. I was trying to figure out how to duckify I was like, God damn it, you chick! You never backed away from anything in your life. I was like, no, but it's not a chick. It just.
She had a strong flipper. I mean, wing clearly.
Yeah.
Well, both ducks and frogs have flippers.
That's
Right,
true.
but there are no
you go.
frogs involved in this. So here we go, pushing. That's the circle clock thing, right?
Yes. Oh, so close.
No.
Sadly, no. Okay. Ahatea, though. You were still...
Yeah, she, like, turns around and, like, sees, like, the kind of commotion and is like, oh, shit, fuck. But, like, in Mallard tongue. And, like, scrambles over the sarcophagus and falls over and gets up again. And stumbles towards the table and also tries to heal.
Do it.
Which, if I didn't miscalculate, is a 25% chance to succeed. Hooray! No.
You can push if you want.
Yes, but I already. Well, healing is an intelligence-based skill, and I already am angry, so I don't think I can.
Well, I think, okay. When pushing, let me double check on that roll, because I'm not sure that. Wait, hold on. And also, I'm aware that we're running a little over a bit. That was what happens because of this intense thing. Okay. Pushing your roll, yes. Okay. So. Let's see. You cannot choose. So it says you can do it again if you can explain how the condition results from the action you're trying to perform. So you could push and then mark something else if you can explain how it would lead to that condition being marked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if I fail, it would be disheartened because, like, oh shit, my minion
Yes,
is
which
dying.
is what happened with Chuff and the other one. I think that's totally reasonable.
Yeah, okay. Right. So re-rolling. Doing anything?
Not yet, but it may be lagging.
No, I think it's just not working. So I'll do this instead.
There it is. There it is.
There it isn't.
Or there it isn't in this case. So go ahead and mark the disheartened. Mark the disheartened. And
The universe does not want Frogor to live.
The universe is wrong.
yeah, exactly. Incorrect universe. Okay. All right, let's see. Chuff, Hatea. We really want Frogor to be low on this list, on this initiative list.
Wait, we can switch places, right? In the
Theoretically,
initiative?
I think theoretically, yeah, you could. So you could move them. You could move them back to 10. Well, first let's see what they have actually.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we have 8.
I think I was gonna say. I think I know who we want to switch with. So you're gonna switch back. Let's switch it back then. So Frogor is now 10, and I assume, and that makes Croc's 5. Makes Toriel 5. So okay, Chuff.
Here we go. Yeah.
Hey, wait. Hey. I literally minimized.
I
the
genuinely
screen
meant
at
it
the
that
moment.
time.
Wow. Okay. Healed. Good gravy. And we saw there was literally a if you failed, you would have been dead. Like everyone saw it. Okay. So having made that roll, I think what that does is, wow, that was intense. Okay. So, right. When you have managed to heal, let's see. So you stop making death rolls and you recover D6 HP. So roll D6, Frogor. I believe this is Frogor that does this. 5. Okay.
Nice.
So Frogor is back up to 5. We're going to start at that 0 like we were before. I should also mention that if Frogor had been hit enough to bring him to -9, which would have been like their full but at negative, that would have killed him instantly. But it did not happen. So I will tell you just before we do experience that you see that. Well, actually, I guess Ahatea has put the statuette inside her robe. But I will also mention that as you were holding on to this hammer, Toriel, and you see this chainmail, the chainmail that you have found is light and flexible. It is gilded. It has armor rating 4. But the chainmail only gives a bane to a sneaking roll. So basically it has no impact on agility in any other way. It's an armor rating of 4, which is pretty good, and otherwise has no bane except for sneaking. So anyone who's like capable of wearing armor, strongly suggest you put yourself on some chainmail if you've got one. So maybe Toriel, maybe Chuff, maybe Frogor.
Not Chuff.
So then Frogor or Toriel, one of the two of you.
I guess because both of them can wear the same size armor, obviously.
Admittedly, this is a little odd. It's like a half chainmail, you know. So Frogor, are you going to wear the chainmail? Is that what we're looking at? You are
I'd
a
quite
knight,
like
right?
to.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it.
Okay, so again, this gilded chainmail, light and flexible, armor rating 4. As you're putting that on, I will mention that what you are carrying, Toriel, and I would say probably Ahatea can figure this out a little bit from the runes sort of around the Warhammer. The Warhammer you're carrying is called the Fiend Crusher. It has durability of 15. You've already seen that it's a magical weapon, but also whenever the bearer is within 10 meters of a demon, the weapon glows red.
Ooh.
It is a legendary magical weapon. And
Oh.
as you all look around, I like to think that Frogor sits up and then sees that Chikor is pecking away at some rations. And looking at the room around you, we are going to bring our session to a close. Next time that we play, we'll start figuring out what you want to do with the rest of this. But that was a lot closer, folks, than anyone ever wants to come here. Again, I just want to say, but they stayed with it. They managed to stay with it. So let's do experience. That was impressive. All right, I'm going to start with Frogor, who definitely had a lot of experience today. I think that's fair to say. All right, did you, Bruce, participate in the session?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 marked. You also got a couple of demons, right? Or 1 or 2?
I got 1 for acrobatics, yeah.
Okay, so you marked that. You did not, I don't think you, did you explore a new location? I would
No.
say not. However, you did defeat 1 or more dangerous adversaries. That's for damn sure you did. Arguably you defeated 2. So definitely you can mark that off. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
Overcame death without using force.
Yeah.
You forcefully attempted to escape. Yeah, I don't know. I could maybe be convinced, I suppose, that you overcame an obstacle without using force. I mean, you had people trying to heal you, but either way. So I'll say yes. Did you, if you think you did, and did you give in to your weakness?
Not today.
Not today. All right. So let's, having done that's a good number of advancement marks, I think. So go ahead and make your roll then, please. Overcame bad luck without using force. It's true. Ooh, okay, let's see. So you do not advance in acrobatics. You did advance in healing. Makes sense. You did advance in persuasion, but did not advance in swords. But you advanced in healing and persuasion. So good stuff. Bruce, good.
I did.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I wanted to ask, are we doing the severe injuries rule?
Oh, I may not even have looked at the severe injuries rule.
I think it's in a green box, so I think it's optional.
I want to double check and see. Let's see. I see if you've been reduced to 0, severe injuries. No, I'm going to modify that. I don't want that to happen the first time. I think that a second time severe injuries might be an issue. I don't want to happen the first time. So I will say severe injuries are possible if you have been reduced to 0 hit points twice but survived.
What page is that?
That is the next page over, 51. So I will implement that when we get there. I do remember now seeing that before, but I think I will pass on that. Okay. My weakness is enjoying the interaction between DM and players while listening to all the posts from viewers. Well, then you have been given into your weakness repeatedly. Okay. Bruce, good stuff today. It was good to have Frogor back in the saddle. I was very nervous that we were going to have Frogor out of the saddle, and it was going to be up to Chikor to take over. And the constant tempting of fate being like, so what do you think Chikor's backstory is? Like, wait a minute, Frogor's just right there. And also the sort of irrational continual anger at Toriel for no reason was very funny to me. I am very curious, though, to sort of see what happens now that Frogor has recovered from has gone away from the light. I can't wait to hear about that in our next session. How did you feel about today? Where will the fine folks find you next?
Yeah, today was really fun. I think that's something with the Dragonbane system. Like, fights are a lot scarier in Dragonbane than in like D&D, right? Like, one hit or like 2 hits could just be the end. You know, that's really, really. It definitely like feels more threatening to enter fights in this game system, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I had a great time, and I've decided that if Frogor does die, maybe Chipgor will be a Karkan, which is like a cat-like person with bat wings, and then he can come back and be very sad about how everyone's been eating bat Ritos. So he'll come back as like Lord of Vengeance of the Bat Ritos.
Lord of Vengeance. I love it.
Or she, I should say.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, the Fine Folk will find me next, and whichever happens first, either the next Dragonbane session or the next dice roll by the dice roll session. I don't actually know which one's happening first. Oh, and Avcon, I suppose.
Yes, and I'm going to talk to the Dragonbane players off stream about trying to get them scheduled for a session during ArvCon. I would love for that to happen.
Already told you I can't do it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did tell me
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why I hadn't. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Never mind. But definitely by the dice roll is a possibility.
Admit.
And I will just double checking with this. Nobody has increased, by the way, a skill level to 18 yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you increase the skill level to 18, you gain a new heroic ability. I was looking at that, looking into Robust and what Robust would do for hit points. Anyway, I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. But you will see Bruce definitely coming up soon. Thank you, Bruce. As always, good work today. And we will see you back here for either by the dice roll or Dragonbane. Okay, moving right on up the line. All right, Chuff. Did you participate in the game session today?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and mark. What are you marking, by the way?
Under these circumstances, I think it would be good to mark healing.
Yeah, which is also what Frogor marked. Also, you got one demon, at least one demon, right?
I thought it was 2.
You might have gotten 2, so those already got marked. Did you explore a new location?
Not really.
So, but you did defeat one or more dangerous adversaries, though.
Yeah.
So go ahead and mark that. What are you going to mark for that one?
What did I use for that? Trying to remember if I fired my bow at all or not.
I don't think you did. I think you used knives on this one, or you tried to.
Yeah. So I'll go with that one.
And then, did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
You saved Frogor's life.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of was
true.
Yeah. I was thinking more about the mummy lady and getting her to talk to us.
True, but if not that, then definitely I would argue the healing of the,
Yeah. We'll go with the Frogor thing. What for that then? I guess I could mark bushcraft for that one.
Okay. And did you give into your weakness?
No.
So go ahead and roll your advancements, please. Let's see.
Did I give you my weakness? No, I kind of edged on it a little bit.
Yeah, but right.
But didn't overcome it. Okay. So here we go.
Okay, so acrobatics does not advance, bushcraft does not advance, healing does not advance, but knives advance.
Knives does. So I'm now up to 15 on knives, which is the same as my bows.
I'm starting to become kind of a combat specialist, kind of, or at least could be, in need. So good stuff again today from Chuff. I love the idea of running away and then being like, what happened? And then coming back.
That's what she said to do.
Are we downstairs again? Talking to Toriel about it. And then obviously we started with you facing down the Wight. You then tried to push past the Ghost Lady. Then you ended with facing down the Ghost Lady. And then coming full circle, the circle is complete. You saved Frogor's life after having potentially put Frogor's life at risk in the first place. So there's a lot going on there.
Yes.
So take all that together, and it was quite an eventful session, I would say. How did you feel about today? Where will the lovely folks find you?
Terrified for
Yes.
today's session. Honestly, every time something that anybody was trying didn't work, I was just looping back into, this is all my fault. We are going to die, and this is all my fault. It was like, okay, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All I need to do is this. I mean, if the chainmail is as magical as I think it is, then possibly I can use it as a club, something. And it didn't work. And I'm like, shit, and this is all my fault. We're all going to die, and it's all my fault. And I'm like, well, then try something different. It's like, with what? What other magic shit have I got on me right now? Nothing.
Yeah. And the chainmail was not magical, by the way, which is one of the reasons that, like, it's really nice. It's just not magical. So, yeah. I mean, like, half the people, like, blocked their vision when Bruce was making the death roll for Frogor. So, yeah, there was a lot riding on it. But it was
that was the
fine.
most harrowing part. That was definitely the most harrowing part.
Yep, absolutely. Having said that, where will the fine folk, despite the terror, hopefully you enjoyed it somewhat despite being terrible.
Yes, definitely.
Where will the fine folks find you next?
Right back here, or
Eberron?
Maybe.
Possibly.
What if we wind up doing this again before Eberron?
That's true. It might
set
be.
those dates.
That's true. Either
So,
Dragonbane or Eberron, I guess.
We'll go with this. Here.
Yes. We will be here, and you should check out all of Trent's stuff. I'm zipping along because I know we're running over as it is. So, but thank you, Trent. Good stuff today. Tari, I would like to ask you the question, or specifically ask Hatay the question. If you participated in the game session,
I did. I'm marking languages.
awesome. Did you explore a new location? Not so much.
Not so much now.
Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries, though?
Everybody else did. I was completely useless for this fight.
Yeah, but I mean, still, you're in the party as part of the defeating. When you have a dangerous adversary go down,
I'll take myths and lanterns.
Okay. Did you overcome an
Myths.
obstacle without using force?
Does pocket sand count?
I don't think you really overcame anything when you did that.
Okay, then no.
And did you give in to your weakness?
Did I?
Ooh, is this breaking the streak? Did you
Well,
not?
I mean, like, I'm just like playing a stripper. There like was never like really anywhere where that would have like come into play. Well, I guess like her being like, Chuff can just we're not gonna get Chuff back. Also, my stupid camera keeps acting up. I don't know why.
Yeah. Been doing that for a little while.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it off for now.
Who's speaking?
The ghost is back.
The ghost has returned.
I don't know, Greg. You tell me. Does this count?
I mean, the reason I'm leaving it to you is I want to know if there's a sense that you were playing into it. When you did the thing with Chuff, do you think you were kind of like, yeah, Hatea probably wouldn't,
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so then the answer is yes, that you did. So go ahead and mark.
I'm gonna use elementalism.
Okay, let's make those advancement rolls, and let's see how we do. Okay, so Hatea does not advance on evade, does not advance on languages, does, however...
Wait, I do advance on evade.
Nope. No, you don't.
But I rolled less?
It's not you have to go the other way. Remember, for an advance, to go up a level, you have to exceed the roll.
Right, okay.
So you did not on evade or languages, but you did, and you did not on elementalism either, but you did on myths and legends. So you have advanced in myths and legends. So very eventful session for Ahate as well. Triggered a trap, and just through complete dumb luck, and I'm serious, if you had been standing, you would 100% have been hit by the things, but literally, it says the ghost hits you, blah, 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 and you were knocked prone. I'm like, well, you're prone, so the things shoot over your head. So as it turns out, it worked out. When you put all that together, and the fact that you almost lost a minion, but not quite, and you were, trying to do stuff. The thing with the spell with the Deadly Embrace was funny too, when you're like, oh, God damn it.
I was like, this was going to be so cool.
It would have been so neat. I know.
Pun not intended. But man, stupid undead.
How did you feel about today's session, Tari?
Well,
what
this was
next?
harrowing, as everybody else said, and yes, I agree with everything that was already said, just to move things on. Quickly, people can find me on Tumblr, on Blue Sky, and on kara.app at TariTunes, where I post my art and other things. And please go follow me there. And otherwise, people will see me here for the next Dragonbane stream, probably. Though scheduling is going to be a nightmare because I'm going to be traveling for 2 weeks next month. So
yeah, we've got that going on. We're going to see if we can get a Gamebook illustration stream schedule. But again, it all depends. Schedule will be a little bit up in the air for Tari and May, but we'll get something. We'll do what we can. Thank you, Tari. Great stuff tonight. And last but certainly not least, Crocs, Toriel, did you participate in the game session?
Yes, I did.
Did you? What are you going to mark?
For this, I am going to mark hammers. As the
I
topic of
can
the
see
day.
why. Yes. Did you explore a new location?
No, I've gone back to one I don't like particularly.
I was just thought to myself, I wonder if Frogor, like, you explore a new location, like the Afterlife, almost, but not so much. Okay, you did not, however, get there, so no. Okay, Toriel, did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries?
I believe so, yes.
You did, and in fact, if it were not for you and that hammer, you might have had a harder time defeating one dangerous adversary. So yes,
true.
What are you going to mark for that one?
Just preparing for the future. I'm going to invest in healing.
Makes sense. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
Oh, I was the force. There's no discussion about this.
Yeah. No, I mean 100%. And did you give in to your weakness?
I did not.
Okay. And did you get any demons or dragons?
No, my rolls were
they were there.
Disappointingly average in that regard.
Let's do the advancement roll then.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So we get an advancement in healing and an advancement in hammers. All right. So good stuff there. Crocs, good stuff from Toriel today. The obviously very important in the combat sequence. And I would think that Frogor, despite the harrowing nature of things, would feel good about possibly having some chainmail. And Toriel's got to feel completely badass that you've just gotten the Fiend Crusher. I would say that does a whole lot. Very impressive Warhammer. And like Tari was saying, or like, I guess like Bruce was saying, big swings, right? Like big attacks, very dangerous, but some serious loot. And that magic weapon is going to be very useful given that you've already run into a bunch of things that are less impacted except by magic. So now you got an awesome weapon. And you've also found, well, you don't know this yet, but your party may have found a piece of the statuette. We'll see if Ahatea shares that. How did you feel? But it was also harrowing for people, as they said. How did you feel about today's session, Crocs? Where will the fine folks find you next?
Similarly to my to my comrades here, both happy and terrified. Because to be fair, I was almost seeing myself as the one getting the death roll treatment first.
Yeah, that's true actually. Because you did face the damage of it, and then everyone got kind of slammed. It's a good thing you all took a little bit of a rest, by the way.
I got unlucky with the rope as well.
Yep,
that didn't help.
Yep, didn't help.
So yeah, my ankles have seen some things today, so I assume I'll need a proper rest next time. Talking about next time, I think you will just catch me around here next time when we play Dragonbane again, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Should be a good time. I really enjoyed everything from this crew today. As you all know, sometimes in these sessions, tabletop sessions, you get more combat, sometimes you get more roleplay, sometimes you get a mix. This was more combat oriented, but for logical reasons, and now there's the aftermath of what they've discovered and where they go next. So also getting everyone rested. But we survived. Hey, we all survived. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing members of the Dragonbane crew? Thank you, as always, to Crocs. Thank you to Tari Tunes. Thank you to Trent Sparks. Thank you to Undeveloped Bruce. Good work, crew. You survived. You made it. You lived to tell the tale, and you have a piece of the statuette and some chainmail and an awesome hammer to thank for it. So good job, everyone, and I'll see you folks next month. Bye
Very nice.
for now.
Bye.
Good stuff. Man, yeah, I honestly, I had kind of mentally prepared myself that Frogor was not going to be with us. I was just like, you know what? It didn't happen. That's it, you know, we all sometimes these things happen, and I was like, man, I guess that's just what it is. I guess that's where we are. But it turned out that was not to be, and that Frogor did manage to survive it, because that literally one more failure and but Frogor made it. And those things do hit like a truck, and the ghosts in particular are basically only hit by magic, either magical weapons or magical spells or whatever. Firebolt had already been used up by Ahatea. Frost doesn't work on undead creatures. So basically you were looking at Toriel was the main reason they were going to be able to get something done, and they were able to get it done. There's still a little bit of the dungeon, the tomb, the mound, the burial mound, which they could investigate if they wish, but I would also understand if they're just like, we're going to get the hell out of Dodge, we're going to go back to Outskirt before we figure out where we're going next. I could also understand that too. So it was a close one. It was definitely a close one. And I mean, you know, it wasn't like anything was unfair. I did note that I was wearing my GM equals PC squared shirt. And I have on the back of the shirt the "You can certainly try" DM quote. But I know I really, really loved it. And yes, that's right. Oh, right. Affiliateversary. Yeah, thank you, Echo. So it was definitely, at the end of Tyranny of Dragons, we lost Clock, who was Tok, who was the Warforged that Mike was playing. He died in that battle, in the final battle. So we had that. And we've definitely had ones where we had one or two death saves that were made. We've had a couple of times where someone had one death save, and if they rolled, I've had people who have been at 2 death saves several occasions in D&D. And in the Eberron campaign that we've got going, where everyone's at level 19 and they're in the final adventure, the final part of the campaign, it could definitely be that as well. So yeah, I don't know if you remember Echo, where he does the thing where he's like, "Did we win?" You know, that was like, whoa. So yeah, it would have been quite possible that we could have lost more people through the various campaigns, but they managed to get through. And I certainly agree, Dragonbane's combat feels more deadly, and the swings are just bigger swings. And part of it is that it's not easy to build up your hit points, except when your constitution increases, or when you have when you use the heroic ability Robust, which increases your hit points. But the only way to increase Robust, or to get Robust, to get a heroic ability, is to get a skill to 18, which isn't easy, or to have trained with someone that allows you to get a heroic ability in that way. So it means that pretty much these hit points are not going to go up commonly, right? Not often. And so that, armor can go up. Like Frogor is going to be harder to take down this time because of having a armor rating of 4 now. I'm assuming that Bruce is going to use that for Frogor. So that's going to be a little bit better because it means a lot of that damage will be mitigated, but not every damage is going to be mitigated. Some damage can't be mitigated or dodged or parried or any of these other things. In fact, a lot of these abilities that this creature was using, it was not a standard enemy, it was a monster. So when it like grabs the heart of Frogor, you can't dodge or parry it. Like, it's just there. So it was definitely a thing. But I really enjoyed that a lot. Again, I like the big swings in this context. I think that if I were in a campaign where we were like level 13 and then that would be a whole other sort of ball of wax. But I think this has been great so far, and we've gotten through 6 sessions. They've managed to get through several fights. They've had some good role play sessions out of this, and they've got one part of this dragon statuette. So, that's a good start. We'll see what other stuff is going to happen as well. The more armor, and we'll see, right, Crocs, because like how the other armor affects things. Obviously it affects sneaking, but that may not be. So far, this party is a party which, to avoid hallways full of bugs, decided to go directly through a portcullis by hammering it open, is probably not overly worried about sneaking. I'm just going to say, maybe later on, but the party was definitely like, let's keep it quiet and not wake up the Wight. They're just like bang, bang, like, okay, then that's where we're at. But it was good times here. However, we ran over, and I've got to get ready for my stream at the top of the hour over on GOG.com. And I do want to remind everybody tonight, a couple of big announcements coming up. So first of all, I'm going to be streaming over on GOG.com. It's going to realistically be about 20 minutes. Then I'll be starting more of Evil Land 2 with Pen and Pixels. Then I'll be back on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, and there is going to be a big announcement with Zach Clay and myself. You will not want to miss that. That is happening tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I understand for those of you for whom that's in the middle of the night that you will find out tomorrow morning when you wake up and you go look at the VOD. But big announcement coming tonight in addition to the Our Vocalist doing more Citizen Sleeper 2. So that is happening this evening. Otherwise, Community D&D is going to be coming at you tomorrow night. So you'll definitely want to be back here for that. And then, hang on a second. Let me just make a quick note for myself, which is I want to make sure that I change the stream title so I can adjust it for Community D&D tomorrow, which will be the last stream it'll be the last tabletop stream, I should say, of the month. And then on Thursday, I will be playing some Tactical Breach Wizards to wrap up the streaming month of April. What's up, Tilted? Yes, the session went well. The session went very well. It was very close to... We almost lost Frogor, Bruce's character. Literally was rolling a death save, and if they failed the death save, they were dead. So it was a very close thing, but they managed to get through it. They managed to survive and defeat the deadly Wight and defeat the ghost that was protecting the Wight. And they got a badass magical warhammer, and they got some awesome chainmail, and they got a piece of the dragon statuette they were looking for. So it worked out, but it was definitely touch and go. Yeah, it was there was some serious tension going on, but it was good times. But you'll see Tilted and the rest of the Community D&D crew tomorrow, and then, as I say, Thursday for the final stream of the month, in which I will be playing Tactical Breach Wizards. Otherwise, though, if you like what you saw and heard today, I hope you will follow the channel. I hope you will check out my YouTube, and please follow me over there. Subscribe over there. It's free for you to do that, but really helps us out and gives you access to new content. That's !ArvTube. Blue Skies, !ArvSky, my microblogging platform of choice. Website for this, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop, that's the merchandise area. !ArvTrayon, trying to build that up into triple digits where you can get cool stuff for yourself and build the channel as well. Also, subscribing to the channel gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. There are several of you who took advantage of that today, so thank you for that. On the publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. I should also say thanks to everyone who did all the inspirations today, because they needed all of them, let me tell you. Library is my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Greyshade, that is my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts. You can, award-winning, critically acclaimed. You can also get the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic at that link, done by our very own Trent Sparks. And you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade from our very own Brandon O'Brien, coming out from Alligator Alley soon. So please do that as well. And otherwise, as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, that's the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they continue to fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war bravely, and they are winning, albeit slowly, but bravely and with courage, and we send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. And on the subject of bravery, special love, thanks, care, and so on as well to the people of Minnesota and specifically Minneapolis as they continue to fight against federal occupation. They too are winning that battle slowly, and we are inspired by the battles that these good people put forward every day. It's making a big difference. Keep it up, and thank you. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Good turnout today, too, by the way. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Prince Justin, Triffity Mats, best in the business. Thank you to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers, Prince Justin, Triffit, Effect Life, Nonstop, Wispy Song, Echo Alpha X5, Tilted Gaming, Imaginary, and, of course, Trendane. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Baron Valor, to Big Boss, to Craigery, to Determinologies, to Hillness, who's, of course, also a sub and a mod. Thank you to Jagtress. Thank you to Kagum Tamago. Thank you to Mr. Jonas. Thank you to Reagan. Thank you to RS Orden. Warden. Thank you to the Airmaster. And of course, thank you to the Crocs. And speaking of those, thank you especially to the wonderful Dragonbane crew tonight. Thank you to Trendsparks. Thank you to Tari Tunes. Thank you to the Crocs. And thank you to Undeveloped Bruce. Great work from everybody. I am going to head on out. I will see you folks over on GOG.com in a few minutes. Again, probably 4:15 is when we're going to be starting with Pen and Pixels playing more Evil Land 2. And then right back here at 9 p.m. Eastern, again, the Arvocalis with Citizen Sleeper 2 and a major announcement, a big announcement coming from me and Zach Clay. Will not want to miss that. And otherwise, I will, and then again, right back here again tomorrow night for Community D&D with the Shadow Crew. More Dragonbane to come next month. And again, don't forget, everyone, ArvCon is now literally 1 month away. ArvCon, to benefit Damon Runyon, we want to make it the best yet. It is going to be our 12th edition of this. This is our 12th ArvCon, and we have already gone over $40,000 raised. Boy, it would be great if we could hit 50K this year, but I'm going to be setting a goal and letting everyone know. I've already reached out to a bunch of companies. I've already reached out to the participants. And so I am assembling the troops, as it were. So I'm super excited for that. And yeah, it's going to be good times. Like I said, make sure you're here tonight for this announcement, because there may be some connection to this as well. But that's going to do it for me. I got to head on over and get ready for GOG. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to my wonderful Dragonbane crew. Thank you to everybody. And I'll see you folks soon over at GOG.com. And then back here at 9 p.m. tonight for the big announcement and the Arvocalis with Citizen Sleeper 2. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good day.